Go.
Yeah.
The sound cut out completely. Right, and hello and welcome. So, as requested, we need to change the backdrop at a moment because Simon has requested they drop out of hyperspace early, so they're in the middle of a starfield with nothing around them.
Are you mad, sir?
It was me that tapped you on the shoulder in the co-pilot scene and said, "Drop us out of hyperspace." So we did.
Yeah.
And
Oops.
what we're going to use the Heidi High noise. Ding, 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 team chat in the restroom, please.
What?
Team conversation in the restroom, or in the lounge, or the bit with the chessboard.
All right, you're going to the galley area.
Communal
Yeah.
area.
Yes, the communal area. Yes.
Right. Okay. So is everybody there? I take it.
Yes. Well, there's not a
Oh,
lot
well,
of
I
places.
folled you.
Yeah. Okay.
There's
Fine.
not a lot of places everybody else could be on the ship, and
Right.
I've noticed that it has come out of hyperspace. So
I've taken. I took the job with Black Sun. All of you know I took the job with Black Sun. The reason I took the job with Black Sun is because we can't get back to the base at the moment without Black Sun shooting us out of the sky. I don't intend on this being a long-term thing. We're going to take from them what we can, use their protection where we can, and make as much money out of this as possible. Does anybody have a problem with that?
No, it's just you might be
Dead.
slightly pointed. Once Black Sun's got his claws into you, it's very difficult to get them out.
Yeah,
It's not the first time I've been in this sort of situation.
you forget we don't know your past very well.
Yeah, that's intentional.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I've got you all here. Can I just say, sorry, I've got a vibro axe up for grabs. So who needs one? And
I could do some combat.
And would anyone particularly like one?
I'm good with my sword, thanks.
You have a sword.
Sword, sorry, that's the word I was on about.
I've got one, thanks. Unless, of course, it's better than the one I have, which I assume not.
It does 10 damage.
there is. Let's see. It's the same. It's basically the same as the vibro sword that Chaz has and the one that Simon has.
What?
Yeah.
Like this?
Like this?
Yeah, like that. It's just I
Okay.
prefer my
Oh,
axe. So if no one wants it, and Chris keeps saying, "Well, sorry."
I've got a little
Whatever his
puny
name
knife.
is, keeps saying he'll have it.
I have a puny
keep a
combat
spare
knife.
or sell it.
You what? Sorry.
What's that? Yeah.
Keep a spare or sell it.
Well, I was actually just
Anyway.
trying to be nice, but then I've been
Well,
told
you-
I'm too nice today. So God knows.
Wouldn't hurt to have a spare.
Yeah.
Keep it on the ship
Actually-
if someone.
Yeah,
Actually, what I want
we'll
you to do is I
that.
want you
I'll
to.
put it in the communal for if anyone needs a melee
Can
weapon
you-
sort of thing.
Okay, so that's stashed in the ship's weapon
Armory.
locker. then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or you just carry both of them because it is sometimes helpful to have you being extremely intimidating.
I know, but it's more coming.
Go around. Axing
How
one.
good are you with two weapons?
Doesn't matter.
To be fair, I'm very good with one, and I've also got my shock gloves, and I've got a new surprise. But I'll get to that later.
A new toy.
So
Circle back to me for a second. Hello?
Oh, it's all me with you, isn't
Hey, look, when has it ever not been?
it?
Right. In the hold is this protocol droid. Is there anything particularly sinister looking at this protocol droid?
No, it's as I say, once you'd fitted the restraining bolt, it's deactivated. It's in the hold. It will activate on command and go where you tell it to go.
We rephrase that when Richard fitted the restraining bolt.
Yes. Yes. So Richard's the one that fitted the restraining bolt. He may be asked to remove it at some point, so bear that in mind.
Richard, I'm asking you, and I'm kind of asking you to do so. Have you looked over the protocol droid? Is there anything particularly suspicious about it?
Would that require a perception check, Al?
I'll
Probably
tell you what,
require you poking it more than I want
we'll have an easy mechanics check. So,
I can help with mechanics.
he's got an assistant.
A yellow and a green.
A yellow and a green. No, one purple and a blue one. Cool.
Skullduggery. Will that help at all?
No.
Would I know this sort of?
Right, there is nothing suspicious about the droid at all. You have thoroughly checked everything. Its memory does seem rather full.
Mhm.
So it's got a lot of information stored in it, but it may be that they're using this droid to pass sensitive information, which is it's a known method of doing it to pass it securely, because if you destroy the droid, then
The information is destroyed.
the information's destroyed. So that's basically what it seems like to you. It's a standard practice for an underworld organization for passing large amounts of secure data.
Is there anybody we were told specifically to deliver this to?
Yes,
Again.
you were. You were told to deliver this to Lee Muroi.
Do we have a description of him? Have we been given a picture and stuff? Have we?
Yeah, you've seen a holo scan of him. He's a Rhodian.
Yeah.
Yep. Average sort of build for a Rhodian, so spindly little weaselly insect-looking thing.
Thanks.
Sharp suit though. He wears a sharp suit, which is a bit strange for Rhodians. Normally they're in more sort of like a bounty hunter get-up sort of thing.
Are we talking about the suit with razor blades in it, or just a particularly well cut?
Now, just a particularly well-cut suit, and he always hangs around a place called the Reed Jenks Cantina in Formos.
Okay. Formos, do we know much about it?
Right, Formos, it's in the Outer Rim territories. It's on the hyperspace route known as the Pabal Slayeron and the Terilius trade route. It's served as a processing location for spice transported out of the Kessel system. So it's on the Kessel run as well.
Okay. Just so we know, if we have to make a swift exit, unlike last time, Richard's running damage control. Jazz, you're the co-pilot. Jamie, top gunner. So not Jamie. What's the character's name?
Lorik.
Yeah, thank you. Bottom gunner. I don't know, Chris. I can't remember your character's name again.
Sandro.
Sandro, if you would assist Richard with the damage control like you did last time.
Yeah.
And
Where you put-
I will be flying, obviously. Is everybody happy with that?
I can also
Yeah.
help with
Every other
piloting. I've got 3 greens on each birth planet, Cheery, and space piloting.
Space piloting as well. Okay, fine. Tip top. So if we need to, we'll get you to come and help me.
Right. So, are you taking?
Is there just 2 seats in the cockpit again? Or have we
It's
got
your standard cockpit layout. You've got the pilot and the co-pilot at the front. There is a communications seat and a 4th seat in the cockpit.
Okay. Do we have to have does the astrogator have to be in the co-pilot seat?
He can do the astrogation from either the co-pilot seat or the 4th seat. It's got the large computer bank for the astrogation is there as well. Access to it.
So potentially come up and help me with the piloting.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. Does anybody have
Um,
any questions? Yeah.
Before we go any further, Al, can you give me a grid ref on that map just for approximately where we are?
No.
And a sec.
There's an awful lot of star systems.
Yes. You are. Let me see. Formos is. Where is it? Cut space.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find it now.
Yeah.
It's near Kessel.
Oh, is it? All right. Okay.
Yeah.
We've been there before, haven't we?
Oh,
Kessel's up there, so.
Does not exist in Chaz's systems. It does not exist.
Where's Kessel? Where's Kessel? Where's Kessel?
What
I've
should
lost
not be
Kessel.
there?
Sorry?
I've just
What
lost.
should
Oh,
not be?
Kessel is 10. towards the right. Foremost, got it. Got it. So
You
we
found it?
are
Nice.
U10 on the border of T and U10.
Yes.
Yep.
So that's where you are.
All right, lovely. Thank you.
Anyone got any questions? Were we given any particular cover for going here? Any particular reason other than just dropping off a droid?
Man, it was
You've,
this
you've,
a-
basically, you've been told if you decide to pick up other work when you're there, that's fine. There may be some local issues that your contact can inform you about. Should you
Right,
wish to
okay.
deal with them, it would be favourably looked upon.
Mhm.
However, if you decide not to, then that is your choice.
Right, okay.
And it was kind of put to you as that is your choice.
Yeah, which means do them. All right,
Yeah.
fair enough. I don't know how
Okay.
this game's played.
Up quest time.
Right, so we jump back. Is it, you're taking the ship back to hyperspace to finish your last.
Anybody got any other questions?
Yep.
No?
No.
Good.
Right,
Okay.
so the ship jumps to hyperspace.
Fireproof.
Nice.
I just kind of felt like whoop.
The backdrop hasn't changed. There we go. So the ship jumps back to hyperspace, and then you drop out at the planet. It's a very dusty, arid-looking place as you come out of hyperspace. So you can drop them out of hyperspace.
Ooh.
And the sound. There's no sound. So you drop out of hyperspace. The spaceport on Formos is there's only the one. So you approach it. You're contracted by the control tower. They don't say anything about charges. Those of you that have been to Castle before,
Yes.
know that this place it's a limited services starport, which means basically if they've got fuel, you're lucky.
The official classification in the in what's known as the Backpacker's Guide to the Galaxy, is that this is a shithole.
So it's a limited services starport. Basically, it's a massive Duracrete concrete field that you land in, and there's marked out landing zones painted on that are half burnt off, and there's a small control tower and some repair hangars around the field. There's a track going into town that's flanked by storage hangars. So you basically you land in one of the spots as designated by the control tower. They're basically there just to make sure people don't crash into each other and they don't care.
Yeah, that's only got 2 Wookiees for duty free as well.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a track heading into town. It's a short journey into town. Should you wish to use one of your vehicles to go that way, and I will let you explore the spaceport a little bit. So we'll start with. Good. Stick your hand up. Who wants to be first one to walk off the ship?
I'll walk off the ship first. Perception check.
Surprise, surprise.
Right. Your perception is exactly what you'd expect of the place. However, you are struck by the fact that the air is very stale and parched. It is breathable, but you start to feel thirsty very quickly. You notice amongst the comings and goings of people around the spaceport, aquatic life forms seem less prevalent there. There's no sign of any Mon Calamari or Aquilish that you'd normally see hanging around a dock area.
Right.
So it's a very dry and taxing environment.
Hold.
So we'll have to work out for ourselves whether it was a trap or not. Yes.
Right, so is everybody leaving the ship to...
I shall. Sorry, Lou. I can't remember your character's name.
Eli.
Sorry,
Eli.
Eli. I should remember that, considering it's my eldest son. I shall follow Eli out.
Yeah,
Several
stand
places behind him. So if someone's going to shoot, he's going to be shot first.
First, which is very standard.
Right, question is, are you going to use your vehicle to head into town? Because you do have your truck with you in the cargo hold of the Looking for Trouble.
gentlemen and ladies, just to inform you that the truck which we had before has been repaired. Right,
Yes.
it is painted black with a red stripe on the side of it, and it is called the Pity the Fool.
Of course it is.
Yes, it's the trucks. The trucks your best sort of option for transporting.
Maybe.
Who the
It
hell
has
is
got a red spoiler on the back as well.
Is it definitely? It's probably definitely worth taking the truck for the furry friend we got.
Hang on a sec. You had Simon. You said a
now?
Simon said a. Go on then, do it. There we go. There's everyone's names.
Won't remember any of it.
Oh, nice.
It's on the screen.
On the screen.
Come on,
Right.
wave.
Simon, with your perception check.
Said height. Yes.
Yes.
Perception.
And Simon.
Two yellows and a green.
2 yellows and a green, and
I'll help because I've
one
two
purple.
yellows.
So here's your skill check.
Hey.
Oh, you passed that massively. Right. So what you notice, by one of the warehouses, just at the edge of the strip, there appears to be a disturbed patch of earth. After a second or two of observing this area, a trapdoor opens and a man's head appears. He looks around. He appears to be checking for Imperial troops. He then ducks back in. Yeah, he then. Yeah, there's none around, so he ducks back in, and then himself and 2 colleagues come out of this trapdoor, carrying 3 large crates, and head towards a parked speeder truck nearby. They load the 3 crates onto the back of this truck. The driver hands them some credits and starts heading back into the docks area towards a ship.
Right.
Do you want to challenge these people, or it looks to be some sort of smuggling operation? No, they're taking stuff out the back of a warehouse.
Is it a smuggling or is it a robbery? Maybe we should find
Is it
out.
anything to do with us?
Yeah, like
That was absolutely
Is
my
there any
first.
sign of any black sun uniforms or black sun symbols anywhere near them?
And
That's a
can
good
we make
question.
a quick buck off it?
Better question.
Can we see the warehouse?
Yeah, the warehouse looks locked up from the front. This is sort of down the side on the track that's heading towards town. You've noticed
Can I do a perception check on the warehouse, looking for any black sun imagery on the warehouse itself?
No, there's none. There's no need for a perception check on that. It's a fairly standard, crappy Duracrete, 4 walls with a roller. 4 walls, roller shutter door. The roller shutter door looks as if it was supposed to be the only way in and out. However, now you know there's a secret entrance at the back as well. You're presuming that there's probably more on the other warehouses as well.
Right. Okay. Question: do we have some form of being able to do a picked capture of these guys?
You've got your holo device, I believe.
I've got a holo device, yes.
Yes, you can use that to do a picture capture, or anyone that's got a data pad can do it as well.
I'll do a
I've got
pick
a
capture
data
of these
pad.
guys.
Okay. You
Whip
captured
out
an
my
image of
data
them.
pad just in case.
I also have
okay.
Other than that, are you going to question them, or are you going to approach
Keeping
them?
my nose well out of it.
Okay,
Yeah.
fine.
Um,
That's fine.
Yeah, we don't want to
consensus.
start getting involved.
Right. The other thing that you notice around the area is there's a water cellar coming into the area. When I
Probably a
find
good
my,
idea, but overpriced.
I would suggest keeping the protocol droid on the ship with someone guarding it, or a couple of people guarding it, until we've met our contact.
your instructions were to deliver it to him on first contact. You need to take it with you when
Richard,
you go.
would you bring it down to the van, please?
I will bring it down.
Okay, thank you.
I would suggest, sir,
So You see,
Goes with it.
as, you,
And
as,
we're
as
all
you're
going with it.
as you're loading the protocol droid onto your truck, you see a heavily burdened, aging human woman. She's over towards one of the busier sort of looking buildings at the moment around the docks. She's carrying a plastic water jug on her back and has a large tray bearing a number of jars of water. She's erected a small sign nearby that says Mama No Bar, cheapest water on Formos.
How big are her jugs?
Indeed, her prices are far more reasonable than any other sellers around the area.
Okay.
Is it
And then we're
slightly
thirsty?
yellow in colour?
No.
I was. I'm
Look,
not the only one that was
it
thinking
looks-
that.
it's pretty standard quality. You can definitely tell it's been filtered. It's safe to drink water that she's selling.
Okay.
She's selling it a bit cheaper though.
I'm going to go have another quick word with her.
Okay, as you talk to her, she's a charming old lady with a keen and friendly interest. So she's hello, who are you lot? You're new here.
Yeah, I'm Balthazar Blackwood. Yeah, just me and my crew in doing some delivery work for some friends.
Okay. Oh, where have you come from? I'd love to hear tales of off in the galaxy and places I can't visit in my old age.
Nothing special. We've just come from Kessel.
Oh, Kessel, yes, we get a lot of ships from Kessel here. They tend to bring stuff for the refineries. Can I help you in any way here? You've obviously not been here before, otherwise I'd recognise you. I know all the places to go.
Yeah, but that's great. Thank you for your offer there. Just a quick question. Those gentlemen that were assisting that cargo into the back of the truck over there, do you know who they are?
Oh, one of the little smuggling heads, them little scamps, they're always up to trouble. I mean, if you talk to them, they'd probably try and sell you something. You know, they tend to deal in glitter stim mostly, but they can get their hands on pretty much anything they say.
Thanks for the advice. Can I take some water, please?
Yes, of course, that's one credit.
Yeah, there we go. There's a credit.
So, one credit.
Here's another 10 credits for your friendly attitude.
Oh, that's how generous of you.
I'll take you wander back up to the van.
All right, you're walking back. Was everyone with you at the water cellar, or had you gone over by yourself?
I've followed Eli, and I am observing.
Avoiding the van.
You're observing, right? Let's have a perception check from Chaz.
One yellow,
I'll
one
assist him
green.
with that.
You can't. You're busy talking to the water cellar.
Roger.
Perception.
Oh,
One yellow,
I
one
think
green,
after.
3 purple. You can press the button.
That's a terrible perception check.
That is a terrible, terrible perception check. Right, where's Chaz's inventory? Right, what items have you got in your inventory?
Hang on, give me a
Probably
moment.
doesn't drop down the dice.
Probably less now. So I've got a lot in me pack. Stim packs, comlink, data pad, hand scanner, crash survival kit, synth skin.
Right, your hand scanner's gone missing.
Little bastards. But I don't notice that, so I can't do anything about it.
You can't do anything about that.
Yeah.
Is anybody else watching? Anyone else?
Yeah, I've been keeping an eye on what was going on.
Check and a perception check.
Everyone jumps in.
Osaka's perception check, which is
I'll help.
right. Yeah, he's going to get help on this one, isn't he? Because one yellow, one green, one blue, 3 purple. Ooh. Right. What you notice is you didn't notice him stealing from. You didn't notice this per se. You didn't see anything getting lifted off Marcus. However, you notice that there's a bloke trying to angle himself to be behind Eli, as if he's trying to go and steal something from his pocket.
I drift up behind him. I've got really good sneak skill. I will just appear behind him.
Let's have a stealth check on this one.
As he trips over, falls on it.
4 green, 1 blue, and 3 purple.
Why don't you?
Yeah.
Am I? Oh, too late.
You can just use our comm link to tell me.
I mean, I think that's fine.
Yes, you successfully sneak up on him, and you grab him from behind. At which point, Mama Nobar shrieks, "Oh, leave my little boy alone! He's harmless!" It appears after a little bit. Do you want to intimidate this pair? Now that
If
you've
I have
got
the Wookiee, can stand over him and just say hello,
The-
please. That'd
the
be
Wookiee,
great.
the Wookiee is coming for an intimidation check, right? So
There
that
you
is.
Surely the Wookiee's not intimidating at all.
No, I've got my corner
Marcus.
is done specially for the event.
Yes,
Marcus, can we remind ourselves of last week, the last episode?
mate.
Yeah, I mean, have you got new underwear, or do we need
Right.
that still?
1 yellow, 1
I bought new
green,
armor for that.
1 blue,
I still haven't changed it.
and 2
That's the
purple.
smell.
Here comes the intimidation check.
Go on, Cheryl.
Oh yes,
yes.
you intimidate the bejesus out of this
Well
pair.
done.
The old lady breaks down blubbering, and the young boy is absolutely terrified. What it turns out is this is why she sells her stuff so cheap and gets everyone to come in and talk to her. Is she's running out her son pickpockets stuff from people. So they hand back a stolen hand scanner.
Do I recognise it?
Oh yeah, it's definitely yours.
That's mine, you little.
No.
Mm.
Right. Your lift wasn't good. Yeah. Your technique was off. Too open, not enough crowds. You need to work on your technique, lad.
Yes, well, what she does is, Mama, I tell you what, to make up for it, you get free water from me all the time. Don't have to pay for it. As long as you're here,
I
you've
grab
got free
a
water. You got free water from
jar
me.
of water.
We all get a club.
No, we're not all going to drink the water. Some of us may try the water, and then later on, some of us may drink some more water, but we're certainly not all drinking the water at the same time.
No, not at the same
No.
time.
The water is
Cheers,
absolutely
got
fine.
Scanner, Can you just scan the water?
Yes.
Yes, he
Okay.
has.
Right,
You
hand-
scan the water.
hand scanner.
It is prime quality H2O. You've managed to source yourselves some water to combat the atmosphere, as it were.
I'm
Right.
going to shake my head slowly and walk off. Get in the
Right.
van.
Right. So you get in the van.
I grab another bottle of water and then walk off.
Yeah.
Okay. Right. You're not.
Bye.
Right. From where you
Pass.
are, there are a couple of locations you can head to. So
Yeah.
there's the Imperial Army Barracks.
Let's not go there.
Right. So it's not that much of an Imperial presence on Formos as previously stated. It's basically a squad of troopers. So there's 10 stormtroopers and their officer. The officer looks a bit dishevelled and drunk. He's obviously had a good night last night at the cantina, and he's stumbling around heading back towards the barracks. You see him. The troopers tend to steer clear of the locals, and the locals tend to steer clear of the troopers. It's
Hold on,
sort of
Keep going.
mutually beneficial arrangement where they don't bug each other, so they'll stay out of your way. The other places you can go is the Rejenks Cantina, which is where you've got to go and meet your contact.
Let's have a look around first.
There's a local bounty. There is a local bounty hunting office, and there's a couple of traders around, but they haven't got a lot. They tend to be junk traders, to be honest. If looking at what's on offer, it's all garbage, really.
Okay. What were the other 2 locations, did you say?
But you've got the Imperial Barracks, you've got the Rejenks Cantina, where
Yeah.
you've got to meet your contact, and there is a bounty hunting office.
Okay. Who wants to do what?
I'm gonna go and see if there's any work in the area.
Do you want to do that? So what? Let's go and do that first before we go in the cantina.
Okay,
I'll
so you
follow
drive.
that.
Let's have a look around.
So you're driving the truck down. You drive the truck down the main street. You know, no one really bothers you. The droid's loaded in the back. You
Mhm.
pull up outside the bounty hunter's office. It's fairly standard fare for a bounty hunter's office.
I'm
You
going
know,
to
there's
ask Wookiee really, really nicely to sit in the back with the and
Lucky
um
was really nice to me.
and Sandro to sit in the
Well, no,
back
guys,
with
I'll be back.
the droid and pointing their guns at anybody who's not us that opens the door.
right.
And we'll leave the aircon on for you.
We'll leave the aircon on for you.
Right. So there is inside the bounty office. Inside the bounty office, there's an automated terminal. There's no other bounty hunters in town at the moment. There are 2 bounties flashing up on the board.
Right.
The first one is for it's a Black Sun bounty.
Oh.
Yeah.
It is for a rogue smuggler. His last known location was Bispin.
Mhm.
15,000 credits alive, 10,000 credits dead.
10,000 credits it is.
The second bounty is to catch 2 juvenile Fenclaw cats on Dera.
I can do that.
Okay.
They're not in here.
I'm
It's,
not bad.
so both of these jobs are basically they're off world, but they want the delivery of the Dera. The Fenclaws want delivering to I forgot the name of the place. Kessel. It looks like it's a bounty from the one of the mining moguls there. The rogue bounty one is most definitely a Black Sun bounty.
all right.
Actually,
Grab
caps.
both of the bounty chits. Chuck the hunting one to Sandro.
How much is it for the bounty? Need 2 cats.
The
The
2
bounty
cats,
on the 2 cats.
What's then?
it's an undisclosed reward in commodities.
That's
So bearing in mind it is delivered to Kessel, what that most likely means is they will pay you in spice or drugs.
And I'm currently dozing in the van, in the passenger seat.
I found a cat, and I want to keep it. That's me as a Wookiee saying that.
Oh, where's Chaz gone?
Yeah.
Oh, he's still in the van at the minute, so yeah.
Okay, guys, are we done here?
Yeah, easy work.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Right, there is a scribbled bit of paper you notice as you're going out the door. It could be something local. It's some local people saying they're entrepreneurs requesting some assistance with a local pirate called Bandits. And it says more information can be gathered at the Rejenks Cantina.
I'll keep that in mind.
It's all you, Jamie.
Yeah, I'm going to keep that one as well.
Right. I don't know where Chaz has gone.
Anybody want to go and see the Imperials? Oh, we've got the Forest of Hands. Let's go to the cantina.
Right. So you head towards the cantina. As you say, it's
Sorry, Chaz, did you want to do anything before we left the bounty hunting office?
Yeah, sorry, I had to shoot off deal with
No,
a small one. No, I glance around. There's nothing. I'm guessing there's nothing in
No.
particular that catches my eye. So
no, there isn't. It's as I say, they've picked up the 2 pucks that were there, that were available.
Right.
They are on repeat dispensers, so there may be other bounty hunters going after those jobs as well. And they've picked up a bit of paper that was pinned to the back of the door, saying about a local pirate called Bandits. Seems to have been causing some local entrepreneurs some issues. So,
Everybody happy? Everybody in the van? Everybody got the seatbelts on?
right. So you
After what
catch
happened last time we drove this van? Has everybody got the seatbelts on?
Stun grenades away, please.
Yes. And there will be no explosives in the back of the vehicle. I'm primed.
You casually drive down Main Street again.
I always drive casual.
There's no interference. You park up near the cantina. It's a bustling place of dubious business, as you'd expect. It's definitely the place where you're supposed to meet your contact. But it's the busiest place in town. Put it that way.
Okay, before we get out of the van, do we take the protocol droid with us and all go in en masse, or are we going to leave it out here?
We have to
meet him with the droid.
We have to meet him with the droid. It's part of the thing, isn't it? And we haven't got a spare droid that we can pretend is the droid and swap out.
Oh well then, Richard, you're in charge of the droid, being the engineer.
Yep.
Right, so the droid is quite happy to follow you along. It's reactivated and will follow you.
I have checked all of my weapons and made sure they're loose in their holsters. Made sure that I'm fully armed up and
strapped to me. I
equipment.
can't not have it loose.
I don't want to hear about your strap on. All right.
Right, so you go into the cantina. Is there any perception checks before you go in?
Yes. Always.
Lauren, call one.
I'll assist.
We're going to have a perception check from Simon.
Yeah. 2 yellow, 1 green.
2 yellow, 1 green.
With assistance.
With assistance, so a blue one and 1 purple. It is very easy. It is very easy, this one. If they fail to see this, then
Watch us fail it.
right. As you go in, you notice there's a droid smashed up down the side of the cantina. It's partially functioning. There's a as it's crackling. Hello, help, please! I need assistance.
How quickly can you get that on its feet?
Richard, how quickly can you get that on its feet?
Well, it depends if I pass my mechanics fucking checks as that, doesn't it?
When you approach it, there's no way this thing's been put back together. It's greetings. You found me. Please help.
Do we recognise it?
They took no. It's a protocol droid of sorts. They took my friend. Please help.
Can I get any information
R4W9.
using either hand scanner or data pad?
It's stuck in a loop now. It's just repeating help R4W9.
Should we remember that code just in case?
Yeah.
R4W9.
Can you download anything from it?
No, it dies a death. It's just shut down, gone.
Okay.
Can I get the memory core out of it?
Yeah, you could. It's pretty badly burnt and scorched. There's no way you'd need some serious equipment to get anything off this.
Would they have a base we could eventually look into?
You could, but I mean, someone has done a real number on this. But it's a protocol droid, and an R4 unit is an astronavigation droid. So he's talking about another droid that's been snatched by the sound of it.
We can't. The perception check doesn't give us any clue other than this droid outside the cantina.
No.
Okay.
What's the designation of the droid we've got?
The droid you have is J7 4XB.
Right.
The R4W.
Juliet 74 X-ray Bravo.
Yeah. Al, the R4W9, does that seem to be the droid that's destroyed, or is that the droid that he's talking about?
No, that seems to be a different droid. This one is a J model droid that's been destroyed. So it's similar to the one you're taking into the cantina,
Okay.
but not. It's a lot older model. You know that an R4 droid is a astromech droid.
Yeah.
So you're looking for something like it's an advanced R2 unit.
Was it one of the weedy ball ones?
No, that'd be a B8 unit. So this is an R4 is the rather than having the dome top, it's got the one that pops a motivator.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
So that,
What?
let's go in, shall we? Let's get this over and
Yeah.
done with.
We all knew what it meant.
you head into the cantina.
Perception checks. Oh, Duggery
Perception.
checks, streetwise.
Yeah, it's what you'd expect. It's a cantina. You straight away you spot your contact. He's got a booth. He's got a pair of guards that are definitely Black Sun behind him. And he sees you come in with a droid and he waves you over to his table.
Are we all going over, or are we going to stand in two groups?
Well, I'll come over to look after the droid in case I want. Yeah.
Yeah.
Restraining
I'll
bolt.
come over.
You can tell that his guys have pretty much got the cantina covered. So if there's anything off, you're going to be notified of it previously, prior to it happening.
Roran. I've said to speak to him, Roran.
Right.
We've come from, and I can't remember the name of the guy.
Oh, Eli. Yes.
Yeah.
Alexander sends you with my droid. I see.
Yes.
Good choice putting a restraining bolt on it. Makes it easier to control them, doesn't it? They tend
Yeah.
not to like them in this establishment without them on. Yes.
We noticed.
Oh, the information that I need out of that. My men will take it away and we'll get it sorted. Thank you very much for delivering. Now, I was told there's a possibility you might be interested in other business that's around the area. Is this so?
I'm always interested in business.
Well, there's to start with.
Hang on, it's dry out there. Let's get a drink.
Okay, he waves over, and a young Twi'lek girl in a skimpy outfit brings over a load of drinks and dishes them out. There's no mention of anyone having to pay for anything.
And I'm going to sit down at this table and lounge.
Hmm?
I'm going to sit down at this guy's table and lounge.
Okay.
Chat
As
to
you-
the
as you-
very
as you-
pretty Twi'lek lady.
So you're heading towards the bar because she's gone back towards the bar.
I'm going for the pull.
Right. There. Yes. So
Remember what happened last time I shouted at him as he walked across the bar?
I do have a bit of a thorn in my side. You know, we transport a lot of goods through here,
Mhm.
coming out of Kessel, particularly. We have a lucrative line in Glitterstims, obviously, but there's a local Bandin Debar. Thinks himself a bit of a player, really, and he's been hitting our convoys.
Yes.
Yeah, there is definitely a bounty on his head. I mean, I'll pay 20,000 just to get rid of him. What other people are going to offer? There may be more, but he's a problem.
Talk to me about information, and then my friend here, Marcus, is going to talk to you about some money.
Information. Well, if you require further information, he sort of gestures around. There's a load of Devonians in another corner.
Here.
They're the ones that look like devils with horns.
Oh, no farmers then.
Andy Brown played one in Mandalorian.
Yes, there's information brokers over there. You can purchase information and anything else really. They're the people to talk for information. I tend to deal with my business. If we get rid of the pirate, I might have a few jobs that you could do, but we'll see. Yes.
Marcus.
And how much are you willing to pay for such a generous service from ourselves?
As I've said, 20,000.
I'm
Get him
sure
gone.
such a service would be worth a little bit more to such a skillful group such as ourselves.
We'll have a skill check on this. And where's his negotiation skill? 2 yellow.
Assist as well.
Yellow.
Going to
What?
lounge you.
2 yellow, 1 purple, 1 red.
Red. That doesn't sound good.
Al, can I assist as well?
Not with the negotiation. Go. That's it.
Skill check.
Fine. 35. That's as much as I can go.
I think that's more than reasonable, don't you, gentlemen?
I'm
Yeah.
going to nod.
Right.
Yeah. I thank you for your consideration of our
wait a
our
second,
general
I'm assuming
skill
that's-
sets.
I'm assuming that's 35 plus however much we have to pay the information brokers to get the information to do the job in the first place.
Oh, of course, of course.
Information broker fees will be waived, I'm sure. Just tell them you're working for me.
Excellent. It's always a pleasure doing business
Always a
with
pleasure.
such a fine gentleman such as yourself.
Shall we,
Right.
gentlemen, ladies?
At this moment, a very elegant Rhodian girl walks into the bar, heads directly to the bar without looking at anyone, and orders herself some food and drink. Yeah, she's drawing
Section
a
check. Is she armed?
No, and I'm not going to make you roll on that one. She draws appreciative glances from those in the cantina who think Rhodians are attractive. She wears a loose blouse of green satin, polished brass accessories, and she seems unarmed. Her purse is shaped to conceivably contain a holdout blaster.
Will Alessandro know her being a Rhodian?
It's a big.
No,
No, no,
she looks as if she's from a well-to-do family.
Sandro,
So she's
kind of well.
yeah, she's set herself up at the bar. Shortly afterwards, 3 more people walk into the bar.
She's not going to go
I'll
well.
say
Perception check.
These 3 are decidedly unsavoury. Lee Maroy, your contact, looks a bit nervous at these 3 coming in. They go over to the bar and they start hassling. You know, the first one, he's got unkempt hair. He's human. He's got 3 days of stubble growing from his face. He's a dirty beige flight suit on. He's got a holstered blaster pistol on each hip, and he's got a backpack that looks as if it contains some weighty bits of equipment. The next one is a rangy young man. He's got furtive eyes. He's glancing around all over the place. His upper lip has been split, and he still bears a long scar across it.
Oh, bollocks. I
And
thought he was dead.
It's not anyone you know. He's leering at the Rhodian girl that's come in. The third one, it's hard to estimate his age. He's got very ruddy features. Same as most of he's a Weequay, so they're quite ruddy in complexion. It's difficult to tell his age. He wears his hair in 3 long braids and has a rough quilted leather garb that's normally traditional for Weequay. They're gathering around this Rhodian girl and they're hassling her. They're making obnoxious comments.
I give a questioning glance towards our contact.
Yeah, so they also give him a good Spock eyebrowing as well.
Yeah.
I'm making my way over to them because I don't like that animal.
Oh, you're heading towards right. Spear is definitely taken with the Rhodian. And after giving her an appreciative leer, he slides up next to the bar. And I take it
Am I close enough to hear all this?
You're close enough to hear this. He says, "Oh, we don't see many pretty Rhodian girls in a place like this. What's that you're drinking, baby? Hey, Ree, let's have another one of these over here," as he shouts at the bar owner. She's
I'll turn
clearly...
around to our contractor and say, am I going to have to shoot these idiots?
I'm already heading over there to protect the girl.
They work for... He looks at you blankly and just says, they work for Bandin.
Bandit.
He looks a bit exasperated about it. Yeah, the Rhodian is definitely uncomfortable at the attention she's attracting. And
Who's she is my next question to him.
What?
Who's she is the next question to him.
She looks like a posh Rhodian. She's obviously here looking for someone. She's muttering in Rhodian. Standro, you understand what she's trying to refuse him and say go away, but in Rhodian he's not listening.
Go on, Standro. Go on.
He's ignoring her discomfort and still trying to push his way in.
I'm just going to make a go on if you really want to gesture to Jamie and the Wookiee.
I slip up behind him and just slam his face into the bar and tell him to leave her alone.
Well, I walked over there and already
Hey.
screamed at him, telling him that she's not comfortable.
Right.
And I'm getting ready
and-
for
What we got?
Hang on.
Hold a second. So, what I'm going to do is, I'm going to say who's talking at them and who's using physical violence.
Violence me talk.
Yeah, you talk because you're Rodian, and I'm getting ready to punch him with my shock gloves on.
Okay, so
He's
there's
already
my-
put one of their faces in the
so
bar.
let's have.
Everyone just slammed the face into a bar.
I'm just gonna roll 2 dice. If
I
red is
continue to drink
higher,
my drink.
if red is higher, you're gonna have a fight. If yellow is higher, we're gonna have some talking.
That's going to be a fight then.
That's even. Even
Stevens.
Stevens. Red is fight. We're gonna have a fight. Right. So.
Haha. Yeah.
Well done.
And I shout to the rest of my crew, keep at least one of them alive, please.
Right. What do
No
I need?
promises.
This is
I've just got cramp in my leg.
you are at engaged range.
I was gonna
Al,
say,
before this kicks off, the very first thing I'm going to do is push our contact behind the table.
That's
Yeah.
right. His guards are jumping over on top of him anyway. Ree, the owner of the cantina, shouts, "No blasters in here!"
That's
Just as
fine.
right.
Right.
So we are going to have
Worse.
glad
an
you're there,
initiative.
mate. My combat knife's crap.
I don't know.
I am not standing up.
We're rolling for initiative. So what we're going to have is. Do you want the sound again?
Yes.
Right, we're rolling for initiative. So we will have the Wookiee roll first. And this is going on 1 yellow, 3 greens. And the highest one of theirs is, hang on a sec,
Where is the Tweedig waitress?
2 purple. Yep. So this is the Wookiees initiative. Yes, you're definitely going before all of them. So Lowrick is going to be first, definitely, because you're going to trump everybody else. Then we'll have Osaka, who's at the bar. Sandro, were you at the bar, or are you making your way over?
Andrew's at the
Yeah.
bar,
I
isn't he?
was at the bar.
You're at the
Talking
bar.
to
So,
the Rodian.
yes, you
I was trying to.
you're there as well. So it's going to be Lowrick, Osaka, Sandro, and then our 3 miscreants, which are Dargo, Spur, and Gut.
When you swing your axe on streets, I can.
Be nice. Give me access later. Because we're going to keep them alive. I just want to knock some sense into one of them.
Yes. So, athletics for.
I'm 1 yellow, 3 green.
No, it's not. Sorry, not athletics. It's your brawling skill.
1 yellow, 3 green.
Brawl. 1 yellow, 3 green.
Yeah. So I want to slam the sleazeball's head through the desk.
Okay. Just see how.
But keep him alive slightly.
She's
for a bit.
ruthless.
3 purple. Yes. Yes. Are you using your shock gloves? Are you?
How high would his
Yeah,
head
I
go
think
through
it's
the bar?
probably best to try and keep him slightly alive so we can find out where his boss is.
As you
Okay.
slam his head through the bar.
I said knock him out. Slightly alive.
He's. How many wounds has he got? He's only got 6.
Temporary command.
Yeah, play a bit of Cantina music. Right. Damage 6. Right, this has got stun through it. Wow. 3. I take it. Have you got the gloves on stun or kill?
Stun.
Right, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Then just zaps him to death.
Oopsie.
Game
10,
of heart.
11.
I shouldn't. I want
um,
to take him as a prisoner so then I can torture him like dick.
And she basically hits him that hard. His head bounces off the counter, and he's instantly unconscious.
That's it. We've got our prisoner. He can kill both of us.
Do we have a sound effect for that?
Do you have a sound effect for someone
oh.
slamming someone else's?
Yeah,
Yeah, actually, that works.
Yeah, that works. He's Spur is unconscious.
Is he the one with the massive rucksack?
No, he's not. Right.
We'll turn casually to Marcus and say, this is not bad blue milk, is
Who's
it?
next? It is Osaka next. Osaka's brawl skill.
I take a sip of my drink.
Yeah.
Watch the action.
I also take a sip of my drink and motion to the crouching Tweedly waitress for another.
2 greens.
I
Green
like
white
to
purple.
find it
The rest of them have
swirling.
ordered popcorn.
Yeah.
I pick up
Oh,
the-
girl, I've gone from
the
chatting her up to
swirling
just suddenly knocking a guy out.
Right. You actually fail to hit him, and he hits you.
Oh,
Oh.
So
Osaka.
this is
Sandra.
A
what
better
are you
at range.
Next.
gut hits you. 5, 4. Does he have a weapon? Vibro knife. Damage 4. You've got
No.
Pierce 2. What's your armor soak 2? So take 2 off your soak. 3. He hits you for 1 point of damage. So 1 point of damage to Osaka. And then it's Sandro.
You're gonna have.
Again, with my little combat knife.
Hmm?
Go with my
Hit
little
point,
combat knife.
Yeah, we've got 1 yellow, 1 green,
Green.
and 3.
Who are you
Purple.
aiming at?
The
Yeah.
one with the suspicious rucksack.
This is Sandro. He's going for Dargo. You both you parry each other effectively. You block each other in the blow. So neither hits there. Right. Next it is right.
Turn to our contact and ask him how business is.
Dargo.
Under the pile of bodyguards.
Ah. No, sorry, Gut. What Gut does is because he's Gut is 3 greens this time, and he's engaged with Osaka. 2 purple. Throw that. He's swinging in with his knife again. Ooh. He strikes you with his knife, causing another point of damage to Osaka.
Oh.
Getting annoying.
Dargo, because
Come in.
he blocked with you. You both crashed into each other, Sandro. He grabs Spur to Jamie. Yes. Yeah. He grabs Spur and pulls him towards the door. He's moving away from the fight, so he moves from engaged to short range.
That's time for us, I think, Eli.
He makes it to the. He's made it to the door.
Quick draw.
Is it possible to do like a quick draw shot?
You know, blasters in here.
No blasters.
No
in here.
blasters.
No, he said no shooting people in here. The guy's now outside.
He's not outside.
Damn it.
They're about to fall through the door in the next round, effectively.
How far
you've
away
still-
from
you-
him, from me is he?
Yeah, and
They're short range. However, there is a lot of people between you. It would be a difficult shot.
I wasn't thinking a shot.
The place has gone uproar. Are you gonna? Right. So it would take.
Closing and slicing.
A close and a slice from Marcus. Right, what's Marcus's? You have a slice. You have a slice. Right. Okay, that's okay. His melee skill: 1 yellow, 1 green, 3 purple.
He gets some innocent bystander.
I've done that.
He parries your blow. He's still heading towards the door. He's used a vibra knife, stopped the blow.
Okay. I'm going
Right,
to get involved with this, aren't I?
Entirely up to yourself. You can just sit there and watch it if you want. It's what your contact seems to be doing.
You know what? That's exactly what I'm going to do this time. I'm just going to sit here and watch this, and if anybody pulls a gun, I'm
Okay,
going to kill
so
them.
now we jump back to the top of the list. So we have the Wookiee.
Al, I'm basically on Overwatch.
It's not a blaster. Can I bring out my bowcaster and shoot the one running away?
That's a cannon.
That's a siege weapon that you're going to use inside a building.
I know.
Is this?
Now, I'm standing very
Not a
close.
blaster.
Regenerating.
Is this what you're trying to do? Are you sure this is what you want to try and do?
No,
No,
I
she's
was
not.
just taking the mic, to be fair. I was just going to run
You
out
want to
and
use a
You're-
siege cannon to
You are
You can't fire
still
that inside. When I fire it, it won't be inside anymore.
you're still at engaged ranged for the remaining bloke that's there, which is Gut Guiro.
Right, then,
Slowly trying to chew through my armor.
if everyone's going to try and get the one that's running away, then I'm going to just turn around and smack the one that I'm close to in the head.
Okay, so we will have one. Are you using your gloves or your axe? You have an option to get your axe out.
Nah, I might as well get my axe out. We've already got one prisoner we can keep.
Okay, one.
Gloves!
Three-
I'm shouting,
three green.
gloves!
What?
Gloves!
3 green and 3 purple.
Sorry, Eli. It's
Look.
not a blaster.
Oh dear. You
Let me-
can
let
turn
me
them
just
into
Not on
mush.
again.
Let me just cancel these out. That's cancelling that. That cancels that. You hit him for 6. What's his?
Let the Wookiee win.
7, 8. You cause his poke is 5, 8. You cause 3 points of damage to him. No, not Dargo.
That's fine.
Give it a chance.
We
I don't see you doing
3
much.
points. Yeah.
my parried.
Right.
That's fine.
And
Muscle is
next is Osaka. You are engaged with Gut still.
I have a question for you. The one that's unconscious on the floor, is he no longer in the kind of melee?
No,
He's been dragged away.
He's been dragged out by his comrade.
Right, okay.
Al, can you just say at this point, I'm moving towards the door.
You're heading towards the door as well. Okay.
Yeah.
Osaka's the one that we're on now, so his melee is not great. two green and 3 purple. Yeah, it's terrible. However, you do have some pretty decent armor on. So
Yeah. Nope. Fall over.
1, 2, 3, 5. That is bad. Hang on a sec. I need to check something here.
when we lost him.
You just hit the Wookiee.
Do I have
No.
to turn my drink?
It's not worth hitting me, really.
No.
Right,
Can you
he
use
has
odds for any of this?
3. He hits you for 3 points of damage, but it is a critical hit. So we now need to roll a critical hit.
Is there a side or back entrance
Yeah.
to this place?
Possibly, but hang on a sec. Critical
not, why not?
injury.
Oh, why not?
This is why I shoot things.
Right.
Much safer.
It's not fun, though.
Here it is.
You immediately right, you have a critical. So can you mark a critical injury on Jamie? Jamie.
Jamery.
Jamery.
Osaka has a just put crit. Oscara just put crit on him. You immediately suffer 2 strain damage
Right.
from that critical injury.
Can we throw? Is there like?
No other. Your strain threshold has dropped by 2 at the moment.
Right.
There's no further injury for that at the moment.
Alistair, can I jump out of the side entrance and run up the side of the building?
You can.
Yeah, that's what I want to do.
Who's okay? Yeah, you're heading towards the side entrance. Who's next on my list of doing what?
Sandra.
Standro. So your melee attack.
Am I still in melee with someone?
You're at engaged range with the bloke that's still that's just caused a critical hit on Oscara.
You need to hit him.
So one and 3.
Out. Or do one guy that's running.
Actually, we'll have a blue in this as well because you now outnumber him 3 to 1.
That worked.
Didn't help.
He hits you for 2 points of damage. So 2 points of damage to Sandro.
We're not doing very well here.
I am loving the melee skills of this team. They are outstanding.
Right, so
Including myself.
what happens next is Dargo exits out the door. Eli, we're going to fast jump through what's happening now. So
I'm chasing him.
you get to the door. You can see outside the door there is a speeder pulling away. Eli, from the side door, you also see the speeder pulling away with the 2 of them in it.
Yeah, I shoot at the speeder.
I quick draw to the speeder.
Right, we are going to have
Yeah, but you still
shooting check from Eli. So we are
I'm at Stimpak.
2 yellow, 1 green, 3. Yep. Ooh. Oh. That cancels that. You missed the speeder.
Can I shoot at it? As I was right next to the guy.
You're going to take a shot as well.
Yeah.
Well, I would have taken a slash if you'd give a slash with my sword. Had you given me a chance? But that's all right. I'll let you.
You slash with you slash with your sword, but you hit the back of the speeder as it's taking a chunk out of it. But it's off. It was on its way in. Yeah. So them 2 have escaped. We're now back to the top of the list. The Wookiee. I take it
you need to do my shooting at the speeder.
I can't hear anything. What?
Right.
Sorry?
Al, you need to do my shooting at the speeder.
Oh, the Brava shooting at the speeder. He
2 yellow, 1 green.
1 yellow, 1 green, and
2
3.
yellow, 1 green.
What? 2
2
yellow,
1
green.
green.
Yeah, and 3
The stone one's gone.
is shot
Let's
at
check them
the
out.
speeder. You miss as well.
And I shout to the bar, keep him alive.
Right. So it's Lauric.
Yeah, and as I said, I've shouted into the bar, keep him alive.
The last one. We need to
Right.
keep
So
it alive.
one yellow, 3 3 green, and 3 purple.
What's this? Is this for the last person? I'll make sure my gloves get to stun then, and I'll just
and
try
1
him out.
blue. Here we go.
Because I can't kill him now.
No, it's not. That cancels that. That cancels that. The Wookiee hits him. 3. With shock gloves on a set. Why are they not there? I'll just look at them there. 6. Yeah. 3 earn his strain. Yeah, he goes down. He's out cold. So you've knocked him out.
So the binders at the Wookiee, use these.
Right,
I quickly slapped some binders on him.
Thank
Okay,
you.
yeah, you've got binders on him. You
And
I'm
then
gonna
slump back to the bar, grab a very strong drink, and down it.
Can we
Yeah.
take it?
Bernie, I throw a stim pack at you if you haven't got any yourself.
It's fine.
The Wookiee very polite to throw him in the back of the
Guys.
van.
Yeah, that's what I said. I'll pick him up and take him into the back of the van. But beforehand, Sandro wanted to search him for his weapons.
Yeah, fine.
what he has on him? Let's have a look. He has a vibro knife,
Thank you.
You've already got one?
No, I haven't. It's on the ship.
Oh.
padded some
Mine's on that one.
vibro knife, and some padded armor.
Sniper rifle.
No.
Hey.
Padded
Streetwise
armor.
I thought
to
it was
Al.
rifle at
Yes.
one
Al.
point. Like, oh, hello.
Sorry. Skullduggery and perception. Has he got anything hidden on him?
There's nothing hidden on him. Let's have a look.
Wait, vibro knife and what?
And padded armor. Jesus Christ.
Right, so
Jamie, what's your medical skills?
Well, I'm all right if I use a stim pack, but I was about to say now, is it a med pack for healing critical wounds?
yes.
I've got
How
one.
long does that take?
Right, would you?
We
somebody
roll a
take
skill
it-
check to see if they heal it.
No.
Okay, I come across with a med pack because I've got one.
Okay, so
What's
Brava,
people's medical skills?
medicine.
Mine.
You
two
got two
green.
green.
So who's got what?
I've got 2 green.
Ascara has 1 yellow and 1 green.
Okay.
He can't
I've
help
got
heal
2
himself
green.
though.
I've got 3
Marcus
green.
has 3 green.
Yeah, so I'll assist Chaz, but I also have a med pack, which gives a
Gives you a bonus. So
blue.
3 greens, 1 purple, and a blue. 2 blues, sorry. 2 blues and a purple. Yeah.
I'm going to wander back into the bar. Al.
Do it.
Gas and alcohol over him as well.
You watch this now. We poisoned him.
They successfully heal your critical injury. So remove his critical injury, please. Right. The bar owner Ricky
And then
goes, "Oh,
Jack a
thank you,
stim
thank you,
pack just for the wounds.
thank- yeah." Jack's a stim pack, so he's got no wounds. Take
You
that
got-
off. Yeah.
Girl.
Right. Thank you,
can I-
thank you,
can I
thank
check
you, thank you,
info?
thank you for not shooting in my bar. It takes ages to clean the place up when people start using blasters. It's bonkers.
Yeah, well,
Lee-
you're welcome.
Yeah,
And
Lee
Those
leans
guys.
over. Yes, Lee goes right. That guy is definitely one of Dargo's men.
That's it.
Right.
I check on the Rhodian.
The Rhodian, right?
Right.
She's very grateful. She said, "Thank you very much. Thank you so much for dealing with them. Is there any way I could repay you? I'd be happy to not owe anyone a favour. I have a little
Keep
money,
it clean.
or perhaps you'd like some food and drink."
I'll leave you to talk to the road.
Is
I'm
there
going to go back and
any
talk to our
information
contact.
she can give us?
Like, who's she looking for, or what's she doing here?
I'm here looking for my brother. He was a pilot for a freighter that did the Kessel run. His droid was R4 unit. He said he had a really quick route for getting in and out.
Wasn't the guy after an R4 unit?
Yes,
That-
he was.
Yes.
Cool.
That'd be why they want the R4 unit.
I'm hoping to track him down. I'd heard that there was an R4 unit somewhere around here, and I was hoping it was his. If you could get information on it, I'd be willing to pay 2,000 credits for it.
Can we get the name of the brother?
Her brother is called Gondon Nee. That's his name. He's called Gondon Nee. He sometimes he dabbled in bounty hunting as well. You know, he wasn't particularly good at it. He was a better pilot. I always told him he should stay in piloting and not do bounty hunting. It's far too dangerous a job.
We'll keep an eye out for him.
That's hunting for animals or people?
Well, like I said, I'm going to go and speak to the information brokers now.
Is he an exotic bounty hunter or
An exotic animal bound.
You mean he's got a blonde mullet and a moustache?
or well,
People.
No. What he was termed as a padder for bounty hunters. So what his job would be to delay the quarry for the lead bounty hunter. So that's what he'd tend to do. Is he'd just go in and try and delay who they were.
Cannon
trying to
fodder.
get. Yeah. He was a clever boy. He got paid by quite a few bounty hunters, but they like to keep it on the low because people like bounty hunters tend to let people think that they did the work all themselves. But he was quite good at what he did at delaying people. I think if he was here, he'd have been looking for a bounty on someone called Bandon.
There we go.
Yeah.
Right.
There's a shock.
Is there anywhere that we can let her stay safe? Because it's a bit bloody weird that it's going to be chatted up. Or...
Lee, who is also a Rhodian, comes over and says, "She'll be fine. I will take care of her."
Lee? Yeah,
Lee-
yeah.
Yeah, he's anything that this fine lady needs, put it on my tab. Give her one of the rooms to use for her private quarters while she's here. No one is to disturb her. 2 of my guards will make sure that this happens.
Lee, we'll take the job. He's pissed me off.
Okay. So what information I have on him, he operates out of an asteroid base in a nearby asteroid field. He's been hitting our Kessel Run stuff, but we did have an astromech droid that had a new route that would have bypassed his piracy. If that droid can be recovered, we believe he stole it. It was with a protocol droid of late, but when I heard a fracas, one of my guards checked, and the protocol droid that was with our astromech was destroyed. It was out in the alleyway.
I know, we stepped on it a second ago.
Ah, right. Yeah. So the R4 unit is worth 10,000 finder's fee on top for returning that droid.
Marcus, whisper in Marcus's ear very quickly. 10,000 finder's fee and a copy of the navigator.
Say that again, mate.
10,000 finder's fee and a copy of the navigator.
Well, this is something you could probably pry from the droid's memory before handing it over.
Yeah.
If the pirates have stolen the droid to do this, the charts are going to be available.
Can I use my computing skill with datapad and hand scanner if necessary to try and get the information out of the droid?
You would be able to, yes, when you find it.
Right.
And you've got me. I've got computers, and I've got mechanics, and I speak binary, and I've got Utini as well.
Brilliant.
Utini.
Al, I speak to the information guys, the information brokers.
Yes.
Right. Do they have any other information other than he's just given us?
Right. Information they have. Right. The information that is for. Right. Daro runs the smuggling operation for him. He'll have more. The information brokers don't have a lot of info on this pirate gang at the moment. What they can tell you is Daro runs the ground-based smuggling op from one of the warehouses.
So who's the one we've actually captured? Was that Gut?
That is Gut Wenray. He's Weekway.
I have a quick question for you, Al.
Yes.
The guys which we saw at the I'm going to check my holo capture. Right? Have we got one of the guys in my holo capture in the back of my van at the moment?
No. However, there's a high probability they may have been stealing from these people.
Maybe stealing from these people. My kind of scum.
Yeah. So let's have a look.
Well, at least we know a back way into the warehouse.
So, guys, I'm just going to look at our contacts and say, right, we've got this from here.
Okay, fine.
Anybody want to do anything else here?
Yeah, I'm going to have I need to have a look around for those entrepreneur types if they didn't bolt when the fight kicked off.
Right.
He's talking about the information guys. That's what that was, Jamie, I think.
Might be.
No, the other jobs that are available are from Lee on completion.
Yeah.
There are people around that may have jobs, but they look like traders, so they're people that are gonna want stuff moving around.
Right. So
There is one. One of the information brokers tells you that local traders are willing to add another 10,000 on top for the removal of the pirate problem in the area, on top of what you've already been offered.
45?
And that would make it 45. Yeah.
yeah,
55 if we recover the droid.
yes.
Do we go for the higher pay or
Please go for the higher pay.
find out?
Go for the higher pay.
No, it's over 45 to get rid of pirates, and then 55 if we get the droid as well.
Right,
Yeah.
so the Rhodian girl makes her way off. She's left the bar and headed off to the private room she's been given.
Two offers.
Okay. Anybody got torture skills so we can question this pirate?
Probably
Al,
Yes.
charm check. I talked to the Twi'lek girl, Twi'lek servant girl on the way out.
A charm check.
Intimidate him when he wakes up to find out his
2 yellow, 1 green.
bingo.
2 yellow, 1 green, and we're gonna have 1 red and 2 purple.
This is going to go badly.
It's go horrible.
This is Simon trying to charm the barmaid.
No.
No.
Oh, she's. Oh, yes, right. Great to talk to such heroes as yourselves. These pirates have been causing no end of problem around here. Is there anything else I can do for you?
There's many things you could potentially do for me, however.
Well, my rooms are out the back if you want to come back later.
There's never enough time. There's never enough time when you're working. Do you know anything about some small-time smugglers that work out of the spaceport?
It's that there are a couple of groups of smugglers. They tend to hijack shipments. They don't touch stuff from Blackstone. They take it from the independent traders. They'll hijack spice and other drugs. And spice is a term generally. Just for information, spice is a term covers pretty much any drug you can think of. They call it spice. It's just different ways of refining it. Gives you different drugs. Yeah, they'll deal spice to anyone that wants to buy it and shift it.
Do you know where they hang out?
Best place to make contact with them is usually around the warehouses. They like to swipe and ditch as quick as they can.
Thank you, darling. And there is never enough time when you're working. Gives her a quick pat in the arse and walks out the bar.
Okay, as Sandro is leaving, the barman waves you over and says, "The Rhodian lady said to tell you her name is Zucata," and he hands you a communicator code to get in touch with her.
How you
Welcome.
doing?
One scored.
Well done, yeah. You meant to start.
Grab my coat up, full.
Right. There's a small message attached to the code, and it says, "I feel so indebted to you. I owe you a really big favour. Find me later." Right. So are you all piling out of the bar then?
Yeah, I picked up the prisoner. He's slung over my shoulder. I'm ready to intimidate
Back
him
of
when
the
he
van,
wakes up.
please.
In the back of the van.
Is it a mechanics check to dent this armor back into shape?
No,
Yeah, we're back to the van, or we can just take him in the alleyway and do it there, and then get rid of him
Yes.
afterwards.
I
I'm
mean,
going to say
I don't want to
two
clean the
words,
van.
Imperial
Wash back the
presence.
Right, there is a shadowy bit at the back of the alley behind some crates if you wish to take him down there. And
Saves us having to wash the back of the van out.
Yeah,
Okay, fine.
then.
Let's
As
do-
long
let's
as
do
there's
this.
somewhere we can do where we're not going to be too noticed. I don't
Okay.
mind intimidating and maybe.
basically, if you moved your van over the entrance to the alleyway, no one would be able to see what was going on down there.
Yeah, can you do that for us then, please, Rich?
Marcus, would you? Okay, that's what we do. Marcus, would you possibly convince this gentleman here that that unless he helps us, I'm going to have the Wookiee pull his arms and legs off like a fly.
I shall talk to him. I
Well, you can
I
bring
shall
that-
try and negotiate his continued health. With him.
While they're doing that, I'm working on
And
Jamie's
I
arm.
get me in the background getting ready to intimidate.
Okay, so we're gonna have right. This is a coercion check against Marcus Ramirez. So 2 green, 1 blue because there's a Wookiee being very intimidating behind him,
Hope
and
for the coercion as well. When it comes to it.
2 of them. Yeah.
Intimidating little bitch.
Here we go. No, just do it. Right. He folds like a paper bag. Right,
Practicing
he tells you-
origami on your soul.
fun.
He tells you that which warehouse they are in.
Which is
It's the 3rd one from the left.
Is that the
If
one
you're
we saw?
going down the street. Yeah.
Can we find out what?
Right. So it also tells you behind the warehouse is an abandoned home that they use as a safe house. If you catch them there, they would probably be very unprepared for you.
Any traps, booby traps?
No, there's traps in the warehouse, but there's none at the safe house. They've only just acquired it.
Are we going to go and gate crash the?
Hold on a second. I'm going to have a quick word with Sandro here. Out of earshot of our little prisoner.
Yep.
He hit on the road and offended one of your people. Do what you want.
This isn't the one that hit on the Rhodian. That one got dragged away.
Yeah.
This is a weak way.
Unfortunate bastard.
So you're handing him over.
Fortunately, bad company.
Right.
Gentlemen, do as you will. I'll wait for you in the van.
Here's a quick one.
Did you want to go and gate crash?
Sandro, does Sandro have?
Crash, but I also want to punch him in the face one more time.
Just
I'm
checking.
getting in. I've washed my hands of this. Do what you want with him.
I've done my bit.
Right. Has anyone scanned his face?
No.
I'll give him a quick check just in case I need to hand him in to anyone.
Right. There is a bounty.
Whee!
Oh, you lucky fucker.
5,000 credits, dead or alive.
Oh, 5,000 dead or alive.
Yes.
We can still let the Wookiee hit him.
You've handed him over to Sandro.
I don't want to kill him. He's stinking up the van.
If you,
I'll just
right.
knock him out.
Why
and then
don't
we'll
you just
take him to
drag him
bounty.
over to the bounty office?
Put him in the
The
back
bounty
of the van.
office is
We'll drive
the
him to the
place.
fucking
The
bounty
bounty
office.
office is the place where you collect the bounty. You've
Come
got
on,
to
people. Let's move.
Oh yeah,
You-
yeah, of course.
You'd have to take him to where the bounty is lodged, and the bounty on him is lodged in Kessel.
Yes,
So,
sir.
so we need to. Yeah, we either need to kill him or stun him. Which one do you want? Because either way, I'm
Kill him
going
with
to
the
punch him in his face.
Greenwood.
If you kill him, you need proof of death. So you'd need a personal item off him to prove that you'd killed him.
What about
Yeah,
his
either that or just
We got somewhere secure on the ship.
I was going to
How
say,
about
we
his
might
head?
secure him on ship because he's
He'll take up less space.
He's
Can I-
tiger. We take him to ship.
Isn't stun him then? So
I
quiet.
like Eli's suggestion.
Right. We'll
What-
put him in the ship somewhere safe and secure. And as he's awake at the moment and probably a little scared, it might just be easier if we just take him straight there. And I'll punch him in the face later when no
Okay,
one's.
Okay, well, so you take it, you secure him in an empty cargo container in your cargo hold.
Yeah.
He's fastened up in there. It's a makeshift brig, but there's no way he's going to escape without assistance.
Build some cells on this thing.
Is there anyone staying on ship just in case, or is he okay to
I'm
leave?
tempted to drag him out of that shipping crate and just shoot him in the back of the fucking head. You can take in the body for DNA sample.
That is the easier option.
That would be my call on it, but I'm a nasty
The
fucker.
Wookiee doesn't want it
Yeah,
the ship to smell.
You'll get a cargo belly. I can stick a status field on. It'll be fine.
Well, if he's already in there, if he's already in there, shall I just smack him my ass and get
I'll
out?
tell you what, this is how this works. My ship, my rules. So the rule is, if you bring him on the ship like some sort of skanky puppy and put him in the corner, you get to clean his mess up. Are we quite happy with this?
Kill him.
Fine, I'll hit him with my axe and see what happens.
He's
Stop his ball mask.
You
He's
bottom
ha-
up.
His ball mask.
He's
He's in the
hand-
van at the moment.
handcuffed
Guys-
on his knees in front of you in the alley at the minute. If you hit him with your axe, you're going to decapitate him.
That's fine. We can only take the head then. That's proof of death.
Sorry.
What did I said?
What have I missed?
What?
We're taking the head.
They're taking it right. So they kill him. Let's have a sound effect for that.
Okay.
The Wookiee
like-
cuts his head off, and you stick his head in a bag.
I'm basically leaning on the horn of the speed of the truck at the moment. All right. Let's go already.
Right. So
I believe Rich was trying to fix armor.
right, your armor's fine now. Yep.
So I'll re-strap that on because I'm going to need it.
Yes. Right.
Make
so
sure
you
that
head
goes
back-
in a bag.
Oh,
I'm
you
talking
head
to the Wookiee
The
here.
vibro knife that he had as well.
Yeah, you've got the vibro knife. I will add that to your character when I find it.
Should we hide the body somewhere or just leave it?
No one is going to care.
Okie doke. Just checking. I've listened to too many true crime podcasts. That's my problem.
If we're hunting some sort of dangerous exotic cat, could we use his body as bait?
That's a fair point. Do you need any bait for your?
A dangerous exotic cat. Hang on a second.
Oh no. He's going to go get a dangerous exotic cat.
Oh, it's Mogwai! Yay!
Oh.
Aww. Question.
It's
Incredibly
As
mature, but
you
cats being
said,
shown so far.
dangerous exotic cat. The cat walked in the room.
That's
I'd
my
like everyone
cue.
to notice that I've been extremely mature about people showing cats so far.
Right. So, what are you What are you doing now? Are you heading towards their hideout?
What I'm currently trying to do is herd this bunch of fucking reprobates in the back of the van so we can go and do something.
Fine.
Yes,
I've put
well,
my head in the bag, in my backpack, and we're going wherever
next
we
to you.
go.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I've climbed in
Do
the
you,
van.
do you have an exasperated look on your face as well?
Yeah, jump in the back of the van.
So everyone's
Thank
is everyone back in the van?
Everyone's in the van.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
You head down. You head back down to the warehouses. You spot the warehouse that they're using.
Yeah.
And you can see the safe house sort of tucked in behind it. There's definitely there's a light on in the safe house.
We're heading
This-
towards the ship at the moment. Right, and as we're heading towards the ship, the question is, are we doing this on foot or are we just going to go in there like the 18?
The idea.
Going on the 18.
In
Okay, let's go around the room. 18?
I think
Jamie,
the 18.
Osaka.
Do we need to do?
Yeah, I'm not good with subtlety.
Yeah.
We have a
Um,
Wookiee.
Sierra Bravo.
Right.
Who's in
18,
the van?
18.
It's
Who's-
like the
who's-
line to Loki, we have a
who's
Hulk.
The
Okay,
woman's
then.
in a bit of a bad mood today, so we might actually do really well.
Al, I'm gonna
Driving the
I'm
van.
gonna drive casual, but I'm gonna go past the house, and come in from the side with the least windows.
Well, there's one window next to the door, and that's it. So you can park wherever you want.
Is there a rear entrance?
No, it backs onto.
So we can't go in through the rear. Then?
You're not hearing what Cheryl said.
So,
Is there a rear entrance? That's what she said.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one laughing, to be fair.
There's no rear entrance because it backs onto the warehouse that they use.
Backs into the warehouse that they use.
Yes.
Okay.
So you basically the window's frosted. No one could see out of it anyway. You can see the security system. The cameras are damaged outside. They've definitely only just acquired this house in the last couple of days, and they haven't had time to do anything to it.
Right. So we're gonna come screaming to a halt outside the house.
You're driving. You're driving the van, yes.
Yes.
Right. We're going to have a piloting planetary check.
Don't crash into the house.
So I say yellow and a green,
Okay.
and
Yellow-
who's helping
yellow-
me?
Yellow. You're driving
Oh,
a
I
truck.
think it's
How
mine
many
too.
people do you think you can get behind the wheel of a truck?
I'm supposed to be looking at the side of the truck to make sure I'm not going to drive into anything.
Is it right? Is someone trying to help you drive the truck?
No.
Hands up if you're trying to help drive the truck.
Oh, God. Well, we give it directions on the back.
Right, no one is helping drive the truck. So one, what's his? 1 and 1 and 2.
That could have gone so horribly wrong.
We do.
Say something and I wish you had.
Sticking our feet through the floor.
Right, you quite happily screech up very stylishly. The van goes sideways. You stop. Your door's pointing straight at their door.
Right, everyone, stop a second. Wait a second. Wait a second. This is important. This is important.
It's all happening in world. The dramatic entrance
It's
just
not happening.
stopped.
We're gonna get the tunes on before we're allowed to back. I've really sat walking.
Simon, you'd have to turn off your noise cancelling. We've had to install special software to get the sounds to work.
Did you all get that, by the way?
No.
Doesn't matter. It was the 18th.
Right, so you scream up. The door to their safe house is open. And you've got the drop on them. So let's have the list of.
I'm driving.
We want them dead, yes, or alive?
Somebody alive.
Right, so everybody. No, still up the top ones. That one. Gut is gone, so you can delete Gut.
I pull out my hand scanner.
And everybody is before the two bandits.
I'm still in the van at the moment, but the side door's open.
Yeah. Yes. Burr is no longer unconscious. Last out of the group will be Eli because he's driving the van. So.
Who wants to go first?
I'll scan their faces.
I will slowly advance.
The order we have things in is Lauric, because you have leadership, then Usagara, then Standro, then Sebrava, then Marcus, then Eli. Everyone happy with that order?
Yeah. How do you want to play this, guys? Do you want me to just run in and scream at them and scare them that
use
way?
Your crossbow. You know you want to use it.
Lauric, what's your leadership?
My leadership? I've actually got quite high leadership somewhere.
Nice.
I've got a yellow, a green, and a square. So I'm guessing it's
a blue. Yeah.
A blue.
You have leadership skill. You have actual skill in leadership.
Yeah. Same here.
Yes.
So.
Right. So Lauric.
Cool.
Would it be best for me
Hang
to...
on a sec. 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
It is time.
He hasn't quite got the same skill, but he beats Sabrava and Standro.
No.
So
it's just shuffling the order. So the order is actually Lauric, Osaka, Marcus, then Standro, then Sabrava, then Eli.
Yeah, until I get out of the van,
yes.
And then I move up. Then I move up the ranks because I've got something else that moves me up.
No, it's just you can do things rather than having to use actions. So Lauric, you're in the van. It will cost you two of your moves to go into the building.
Would it be? Yeah. Well, what does everyone think? Would it be best for me to just go in and open them and scare them that way, or use my crossbow and just shoot the door open?
The door's already open.
Oh, it's already open.
Are they visible?
The doors off.
You can see it. There's at least 2 people inside the building.
Shoot them.
Is there any way that I can aim and shoot them from where I am? Or
I'll do a perception check before we go in.
Yeah, perception check, please.
Eli Ford's perception.
I need some help with it though, because I've only got 2 green.
Right, Eli Ford's perception on this: 2 yellow, 1 green, and 2 purple. Throw that.
Being a bit like explosive.
Right, there's only the 2 of them in there. There is definitely what appears to be an astromech droid inside as well.
Oh,
as you've pulled up, Eli, this is what you've spotted through the door. There's an astromech inside. They're crouched around it. They're paying attention to the astromech droid, not to what's going on
shoot
behind.
The fucking astromech droid.
Don't shoot the droid.
Do you know what model it is?
You can't tell from
There's
outside.
no difference. I don't care. Just don't shoot the fucking astromech droid.
Yeah. So probably don't shoot shoot them through the door. Then I'm guessing.
So are you charging? Are you right? So basically, it's
I
going
will
to cost you.
charge in with my axe ready.
You got your axe ready. You don't have a quick draw, do you?
I don't know. I don't think so.
You can swing. You can swing at one of them.
Being at the closest to me.
Right. The closest one to you is the one that was previously unconscious, and you swing your axe at him.
He's having a really poor day, isn't he?
He's about to have a very
God,
bad
it's
day.
Wookiee again.
One yellow.
Oh,
3 green. 2 purple. And a blue.
And a
Yes,
partridge.
because they've caught him unawares. Oh. Are you using your axe here?
Right.
Speaking of hobby,
That bit when I said don't hit the astromech droid.
Yes.
Don't hit the fucking
How
astromech
many's he
droid.
got? How many's he got?
4, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah. Right. Just do the sound. You split. You swing your axe over your head and down as you come in, and you split him from the top of his head through his crotch, and he falls in 2 quivering pieces on either side.
I shout very loudly to the other one, drop your fucking gun.
Yeah. This is why women get angry when other women are chatted up by random weird men.
Skara, what are you doing?
Have I got clean line of sight on him?
Yeah, you can see through the Wookiee's basically charged in, passed, and sliced, so you've got a clear shot on the other guy.
I
Does he
think I'm
drop his
not there
gun?
anymore.
What? There's what?
Al, can we do an intimidation thing on this guy?
We've got to finish the first round of combat first to see if he survives it, because this is effectively everything's happening at the same time. So the axe has been swung. This one's in 2 pieces. You're yelling at him. Osaka is doing.
Happening.
Oh, full auto. Right, here we go.
Oh.
If you hit the astromech droid,
3
you're in trouble.
yellows.
You'll be able to fix it.
3 yellows. 1 green. 2, 3 purple.
Well, don't shoot the astromech.
That'll do.
And everyone moans at me.
I think that did it.
Cancelled.
Would it really helpful if you hadn't misted him?
Yeah, and the weapon is a.
Blaster.
Owning a heavy caliber machine gun
Yeah,
on a flexible mount
Praise the room.
that has now reduced the warehouse behind it to
Yeah.
dust, let alone the person he was
Your
shooting.
heavy. Is this your heavy?
I will buy an 11 soon.
10. What? 10, 11. Did he get 3 of them? 1, 2. No, he didn't critical. So he causes 11 damage. His soak of 4 is. Take 4 off that. So 7 points of damage caused. He takes a big hit from your cannon.
Hey, it's the first person to survive a round of combat.
He's not survived the round yet. So take 8 off. I'll take 7 off 12. 3 left. No, more than 3. 5 left. He's got 5 hit points left. Right. He's dead. Who's next on the list? Marcus. What's Marcus doing?
I'm all for slicing him to pieces if I can get to him.
Yeah, you charge in. Marcus is
Vibro
Because I want to
sword.
see how the sword works.
Vibro sword.
Yeah, I have one. I want to see.
1 yellow, 1 green,
It's something.
1 blue.
He wants to buckle his swash on, that's what it is.
2 of them. You hit him with your vibro sword. You don't
Fancy.
critical.
I suppose that's something.
So,
Don't know
what
what
does that
damage
do?
it
That
is. I don't know.
7.
Two
No,
kills, one
well, it does
vicious.
your. Yes, I know, Anna. It is Brawn 2, so you do 2, 4, 5 points of damage. -2 on his soak, though. So his soak is now only 2. You cause 3 wounds. So he's got 2 left, and that's down to 2 now. 2 and 2.
I hit someone.
You slice his armor off and come through with a sword, going the other way, I presume, from the Wookiee.
Away from the Wookiee.
Sandro,
I'll try and go and finish him off with my sword.
Nice.
you're going in with your sword, so a melee.
Kill him!
That's nice.
2 green,
Stop killing him!
2 green, 2 purple, 1 blue.
You know, you had to go in like 18.
You have great control of your team.
But if this was the A team, we'd all miss and they'd fall over anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
And also, the corrugated iron on the side of the van be bulletproof.
Yeah. And
Oh, and
Terry,
then
you're
an
using
explosion.
the sword. You critically hit him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 points of damage. He's dead. He slumps over to the ground. The combat is over. There is no point in shouting, "Put your weapon down." He's in pieces on the floor.
I come into the van and kind of pat people on the shoulder. So
have a
that was good. That was excellent. So I go up to the half of the guy lying on the floor. I'm going to pick him up by the half of the head and start miming moving his jaw. So, where is your base? I don't know, Eli. I can't really tell you anymore because some Wookiee cut me in half.
Right, there is an inactive astromech in front of you. It is kept inactive by a restraining bolt.
Okay, Al, perception check on the room that we're in, please.
Okay, 2 yellow, 1 green, 3
Somebody else
purple.
assist me as well. We're great.
I'll help him.
It's fine. That good. Yeah. It looks like an empty room, apart from the astromech droid.
Is
Yeah,
the
sure.
Throw a blue one on top of that one. Throw a blue one.
This is not
Right, there is a disturbed area in the corner where something could have been hastily buried.
Oh.
Can someone do a hand scanner on that, please?
Yeah, I'll give it a quick wand over.
Right, there's a case. There's definitely a medium-sized cargo case buried in the floor of the room that you're in.
We're not touching that until somebody's good with explosives and booby traps. Have a look at it.
Working on it. Checking skills.
No,
Check on the
no one
droid.
touches it until we're all ready to leave the room before someone starts digging that up.
Yeah, Al, perception
Just let
check
you know,
on the droid.
On the droid,
Yep.
it is definitely an R4 unit. Other than that, you can't tell anything because it is inactivated because of the restraining bolt in it, which looks to have been hastily applied. It would be relatively easy for you to remove it.
Before you remove the restraining bolt, close the door.
Yeah, so close the door and remove the restraining bolt.
Right, Rich is mechanic skill.
I can assist him with this.
Yellow,
Yellow and green.
1 yellow,
and a
1
green.
green, and a blue, and 2 purples. Right, you don't manage to remove the restraining bolt on your first attempt. However, the droid does activate. And starts beeping at you, and you understand him. This is, he tells you he is R4W9. He can't tell you anything else from his memory banks. He's busy tweeting and squirting away in binary at you.
Shall I have a go at removing the restraining bolt?
Marcus Ramirez, mechanics, 3 green. I take it you're all assisting again.
Yeah.
1 blue, 2 purple.
I'll have a go afterwards as well if you want.
We'll all have a go.
Hit it with a hammer.
I won't.
Marcus, you successfully remove the restraining bolt. The droid starts chirping and beeping away happily and bouncing from one foot to the other. He's doing a little dance. Yes. Right.
I would like to.
He's telling you he's so glad to be free of the restraining bolt. He's got a holographic projector.
Oh no.
And he's using it to illustrate. He's using clips from adverts to illustrate his point, so everybody else gets the idea that he's happy.
Oh,
We will call him Bumblebee.
If he starts
Datapad,
projecting a
hand
picture of, if he starts projecting a picture of a woman with two Chelsea buns strapped outside of her head, we are not going.
Right. He tells you he does have charts showing a shortcut through Rishi's Moor to
Kessel.
Castle. This could be a route once used by the legendary smuggler Han Solo. What he also tells you is he has been uploaded with astrogation data of a local asteroid belt with the location of a base inside of it.
Can I get that, please?
So the plan
Yeah,
is to take him to the
I'll-
ship to have him plumb into the ship's navicom and
Well, we can
upload
just
all that
download
data before we take him back.
Well, but you've got a choice. You could download the data to upload yourself. We'll have a computers check for that, or you can take the droid to your ship and he will do it for you quite happily.
Which is
should we
what my
just
plan
take the
was.
droid to the ship?
Yeah.
It's probably
Take the
best to
ship.
have a copy.
Taking a copy would be good. Using the droid, also good.
Okay,
Well,
so
we'll do
you want to
both,
make a
shall
copy? So let's have a look.
We'll have a copy.
Computers, right? So one.
Wait! Stop!
So,
Right.
yeah.
Take him to the
Once we
ship.
take him to the
Let him
ship, plug him in.
upload the data first to the ship, right? And then once he's done that, then take a copy, just in case we muff up the roll on taking a copy of the data and it corrupts it somehow.
Right. Is there anything else you wish to explore here? Bearing in mind you now have access to the back door of the warehouse that these lowlifes were using for their smuggling.
Reminder.
operation.
Can we get
Um,
Eli to the door and do a perception check, please?
Who wants to do a perception? Who is that
Oh,
Lowrick?
it's not letting at Eli because mine's crap.
Okay.
He's
I'll do a
already
perception check.
he's done a perception check in the room you're in already. Who's
I'll do a perception check. Heading towards
one at a
the
time, guys.
warehouse.
Right, so perception check. One
Yellow, one green.
One yellow, one green, and two purple.
I'll assist.
Oh, you want
With the perception check, this is what Marcus is seeing. So basically, we've got to do one for each of you if you're assisting. Yeah, normal random junk is what you see around the area.
Look at
a quick look around.
Is anyone opening the door into the warehouse?
No, I'm doing a perception check on the warehouse door before we open it, please.
Okay, so two yellow, one green, two.
I'll be back in a moment.
Yes. Right, there is no booby traps or anything on this. The door going in, it looks a newly cut and fitted door. It opens by a push button at the side. There's no traps on it whatsoever.
Would someone please put the droid in the back of the van? Right.
I'll take the droid and pick him up and put him in the van.
Thank you.
Right. Quite happily wheels himself out and gets into the van for you.
Would everyone please not stand in the doorway when I open the door?
Take a step back.
Thank
I
you.
step back into a decent position to provide overwatch.
Okay, fine. There's not a lot of cover in the room that you're in. To be fair, it's a room.
I'll be back. Drop the
I'm going
droid
to
off
open the door and step to the side, Al.
Yeah. Okay. Nothing happens inside. It's a dusty, poorly lit warehouse. There are several crates that may warrant investigation.
Guess what? Perception check.
Two yellow, one and two.
Give my hand.
If we were all looking around the warehouse, aren't we, at the moment?
Yeah. You don't. Eli notices nothing. Osaka, you're one. Let's have a look at Osaka's perception.
I am one yellow, one green.
One yellow, one green, two.
No.
No, nothing.
One
nothing
yellow,
there.
one green.
I'll do one, two yellow.
Chaz, we've opened the door to the warehouse and the droid is in the back of the van.
There's nothing there. other than saying there is some crates in the middle of the warehouse that warrant investigation. There's no trap. There's no traps. No one has spotted anything untoward in this warehouse.
Well, it doesn't mean there's no traps. Doesn't mean we haven't
I was gonna
spotted
say,
it.
he's specifically saying that.
Is there?
Yeah,
is
I'll try
there
to yellow, please, Al.
Wait. Okay, guys, before we go too much further, I want to dig up that box that's buried in the corner.
Okay.
Because
Maybe
we
the
see
people with
nothing?
mechanics should check it to make sure it doesn't go bang.
will you please?
Who's
Okay,
doing
yeah,
who's doing the mechanics check?
I'll do the mechanic.
Panic.
So Brava.
One yellow, one green.
One yellow, one green, one blue, one purple.
Yeah.
If I go boom, Jamie, I'm gonna put my boot up your ass.
You successfully you dig out the box. There is nothing untoward. You deftly open the lock, and inside there are 6. I've got to get my quantities right on this. There are 6. Let me have a look. Six 100 dose containers of Avubush spice. Spell AVABUSH spice. It is a black market drug. Who's got underworld knowledge?
I do.
Probably Eli.
I've got
You got some.
one yellow, one green.
No.
I've got
Right,
three numbers.
I mean, okay, 183.
Me, 1 yellow, 2 green, and a square.
Right. Okay. So what you know about this drug is it induces relaxation and lethargy. Some use it as an illicit sleep aid.
Mhm.
Unlike many variants of spice, it has no hallucinogenic qualities whatsoever. It does
So
have one
basically-
interesting quirk.
It's roofies.
It makes people tell the truth when used on them.
Okay.
You have at your disposal 600 doses
Truth
So-
serum.
We'll whack them in the van.
at about 25 credits a dose value.
Let's whack them in the van.
Keep
please.
100, sell 500 to Lee. Yeah,
So, well,
keep 100, sell 500 to Lee.
Yeah.
Al, I'm going to go back to the warehouse, and from the door, I'm going to do another perception check.
There's nothing to roll. There's nothing there. There's nothing to see in the warehouse. You can probably ascertain that the containers in the warehouse are full of low-level stuff. You know, there's a few medical kits. There's packing material. There's some generic mechanical equipment. It's nothing that would get you a lot of money anywhere.
What sort of? Does anybody have like the appraise? Or anything we could do for appraisal of this sort of stuff? How much is likely to be worth?
Nothing. It's junk.
It's junk in the cases in the warehouse. Yeah?
In the cases of the warehouse, it is junk. You've probably got a total scrap value of about 300 credits sitting in front of you.
Okay.
I grab out a med pack to replace the one Rich used on me, chuck it to him.
Med packs are not used up for.
Oh, they're not? Okay.
There's no need to replace your medical kit once you have one, unless it gets stolen or lost. So, right,
Does
the
anybody
other.
want any of this crap?
No, not particularly.
And anyone?
Is there any stem packs kicking around? So if
No.
we're
You've
a
got
bit ready, just use the ones that are lying around.
There is nothing. There's nothing there. There's nothing worth stealing.
Have we searched the 2 bodies?
No,
Can I scan the faces of the 2 bodies, please?
There's
I'll
a-
put the one body back together.
Hold it.
We have got.
there's 1,000 credit bounty on each of them, in Kessel as well. So
They're
you've got-
alive, yes.
Dead or alive, yeah. So that gives you a total of 7,000 credits for these 3 in Kessel. If you ever happen to visit there, you could claim it at the local bounty office.
Well, let's just get these bagged up. The bits of them bagged up. We can take that as proof.
Basically, what you need the scan that they're dead on the floor
Tape the
is
head
enough.
together and then chop it
Okay,
off.
fine.
But-
That works.
No, as he said, the scan is enough.
Search the bodies.
Search bodies, nothing of any use.
What
Okay, no weapons or anything. Yeah, one of them had a backpack.
His pack is gone.
Ah, so I suspect what was in the pack was what's in the floor.
But you can put a chainsaw through it.
Right. Yeah.
Let's put
Right.
the drug in the van if it hasn't been done already.
It has, yeah.
Okay. Right. So the drugs are in the van. The astromech droid. Right. So you head back to your ship. I take
Yes.
it.
Yeah.
Right, you get back to your ship. The astromech droid uploads the information, and you make a copy of it as well. There's no issue.
I'm putting the drugs. I'm putting the drugs in my smuggling compartment.
The drugs are in the smuggling compartment. Can you
Eli, may I make a suggestion? We only keep. Yeah, we only keep. Why don't we just keep 100, and we sell 500 to Lee? We don't need 600.
You know what? That's a great idea. All right, and let's put a pin in that and circle back to it when we're going to go back to Lee. Okay.
600.
Well, we've got to give the droid back to him in the first place for the 10,000
Right.
bounty.
He's got a point. May as well cash the droid in now. Otherwise, we're going to end up getting it blown up or something when we go to deal with this
We've got
problem.
the droid. We get the droid back.
The droid starts whistling and beeping at you as he's listening to you talking about taking him back, saying something about a sentry at the base that he can help you deactivate.
Okay. Well, maybe we don't take the droid back.
If we don't take.
When copying the data, was there anything else of interest in the memory banks of this astromech droid?
He's been a lot of places. You know, he's done the castle run a lot. The new route he's done twice. It doesn't say where he got this route from, but it is definitely a shorter route through the moor, and it seems relatively safe. There's some notes on the base. There is a sentry droid that acts as a guard for the base. If activated, it will sound an alarm, which will probably trigger the lone fighter at the base to come and attack. The fighter at the base is a Z-TIE. It is a prototype TIE fighter from the early days of the Empire.
Hmm.
I'd like to take that in one piece if we can.
So we definitely need to deactivate the sentry.
Yes.
No, we don't want to activate the sentry. We want to be able to take out the base or capture the base.
Yeah.
I said
Yeah,
deactivate
deactivate.
the sentry.
The droid
Right.
can take it out.
Yeah. Okay. My current plan is that we will. Oh, by the way, have we seen any more of those smugglers hanging around? The ones that don't.
Not at the moment. There's none popping around at the minute, but you know they're going to be back.
Right.
So we
okay.
need to get a move on.
Yeah, ish.
Right.
I think we're done here, aren't we?
Yes.
Yeah, I think
right.
we're done here.
So what I'm going to say is you take off.
Yeah.
Oh,
We're going.
Al, does the droid say anything about Gondon Knee?
Gundam knee.
The brother
That
of
yes.
the we're supposed to be looking for?
Ooh.
The Ronin.
See?
Yes,
Actually, you're questioning him while we're flying.
He did belong to Gundam Knee.
Does the droid say where he last saw him?
He last saw him on this planet.
This planet we've just left.
Yes, the one that you just taken off from. He last saw him dead.
Oh,
Okay. Where did he see him dead?
It was the group that had him. They killed him.
was he dead?
Do we know
Like,
what degree?
What?
Do we
See
know
any
what
son of a
degree?
body?
The three people that you have just killed are the ones that
Exactly.
killed him. So
Right,
you-
okay,
you
so
have-
that's
you
it.
have-
That's in the droid's memory banks, is it?
yes.
Right. Okay. Fine.
Always contact what's her
Is
face.
Joy telling
Let her know.
Yeah, we
Mrs.
can
that?
pass the information on.
Right. So
I'll confer.
Oh.
So you head for the asteroid base.
Do we head for the asteroid base, people?
Well,
The-
that's
the-
the next
Your
thing we've got to do is take out is at least have a look at it, see if we can get close to it.
All
Do
right,
the astromech droid have any information on how many people are on this smuggling base?
No, he doesn't. Right,
How about docking facilities and security for us to land?
There's open. It's a rudimentary docking facility, so you could fly in and land.
Do we have any? I forgot to ask. Have we got any vacuum suits?
Do have one, I
Two with the
believe.
ship. Two with the ship. Right. What I'm going to say, guys, is at this point we could stop here and carry on with this another day, or we can carry on now. It's up to you. We have done 2 hours already.
I mean, I'm still good to
I'd say
continue.
another day,
Whichever.
because
Whatever.
it's getting late for you, isn't it, Luke?
I'm kind of okay.
Right. Okay. Hands up for carrying on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Four for carrying on. So we're carrying on. Right. So you stop a good distance away from the base. You can see on your sensors the sentry droid hasn't been activated. It's a small droid unit that flies around the asteroid. It's programmed by the look of it to alert the base if it identifies a likely hazard, and then it's programmed to intercept this hazard.
What information did the astromech droid have on it about this sentry?
It takes about 20 minutes for it to complete its circuit around the asteroid, and make a full sensor sweep. It would take about an average computer's check to hack the droid at range and disable it.
That's you, Sir Brava, isn't it?
Can the R4W9? Can R4W9 do that for us?
No, we can't.
Yeah, but I can try it. So 2 yellow.
2 yellows and
I'll assist you.
I'll assist. I've got 1 yellow, 2 green.
2 yellows, 1 blue,
It went to hold it against my back.
2 purple.
I'm going to ask the other two guys to get into the turrets, please, and everyone be ready.
Yeah,
to
I'm in the
fight.
bottom one.
Yeah.
No greens. No greens. That's better than what it landed on the floor. You successfully hack and disable the sentry droid. So no one at the base knows that you're coming.
Okay, everyone get tooled up, please.
Is that
Upload.
Al, as I'm hacking it, does it give me any information about the base or anything? Has it got any?
Where's my list of people thing? Down at the bottom list. There are what you find out is there are currently 5 people occupying the base.
Is Band in the Bar one of them?
You'd presume so, seeing as this system is active.
Let's go and find out, shall we?
Yep. Walking in front.
Pull this
You land in it. You fly in. It's a largish docking area, similar to your own base back at home.
Is it open to hard vacuum, or have we gone through an atmospheric shield?
There is an atmospheric shield. There's a force shield over the entrance. There's no sealable doors like at your base. It's just open.
Yeah.
You land in there. You see the Z tie.
Mhm.
It is docked down still.
That looks shiny.
Right. Can one of my engineers, while we're going, disable that, please, so it can't take off?
Yes, as you're flying in, you're flying through a network of tunnels. So we're going to need a piloting check from you, Eli.
Okay. Who's assisting me?
Base piloting.
I
We're
can
gonna
set
have
3 green.
1 yellow, 1 green, 2 blue,
Who's assisting?
and 3.
I'll assist as well if need. If that
3 of
is
them, yeah.
possible.
Here we go. That's as much assist as we can give.
If you ever need help with piloting for space piloting as well, I've got one
You fly
yellow
through.
to green.
You fly through the tunnel. You You scrape the wall slightly, and you get a big lump of black, sticky ichor sort of stuff. Gunk is now spread over the side of your ship. So you've made a mess of your ship, but you land otherwise unscathed.
Anyone you can walk away from?
Well, the definition of a landing is a controlled crash, isn't it?
Yes.
Right.
I look at Sir Bravo and just say, "Shut up."
Right. Inside this cavern with the ray shielding on it, I think there are 2 side caverns. In one, you can see a ship, which is probably going to be Bandon's ship that's being used as a base of operations. The other place you could go is there's a cavern that seems to be full of Minox, but there's a possibility that it goes round and comes to the back of where Bandon's ship is.
The Minox are those things that were in the tunnel, weren't they? The flying things that
Flying bat things that live off energy. Yeah.
Ships, not. If I remember correctly, they're not really that dangerous.
As long as they don't
really-
decide you're tasty.
seconds. I'm going to write down 2314.
Nice.
2314, Richard, is when you said that.
If you disturb the Minox, there's a chance they could come through and start chewing on your power cables, and then you'd have to clear them off before you could take off again.
Don't wake
Ship.
them up.
Right. Bandon's ship is a YV666 medium freighter called the Vagrant.
Do we need a freighter?
When
I
would
feel
you
like we
not
need a
an extra
freighter.
ship? When would we not need an extra ship to sell?
You are in a freighter.
Yeah, but
Okay,
question,
another one.
okay, question's Al. What type of
Yeah.
hyperdrive has it got?
I will tell you later.
Don't take the ship, just take the Z
Yes,
type.
There's
and
currently
hyper-
Good point.
Guys,
currently, it looks as if the ship has been rigged up to be the power supply for the pressure curtains and force fields around the cavern that you're in.
who's got
Yeah.
a good stuff? Who's got good stealth skills?
What?
Meaning, this means this ship can't take off without disconnecting the power cables that are running to various projectors and generators around the area.
Who's got good stealth skills?
I've got decent skill.
Oscara.
Well,
I'm just
well,
wondering whether
the-
some of the people that are particularly stealthy to go around the.
There does appear to be another problem with this ship, however.
What?
As you're looking at it, it appears there is blast damage to the primary hyperdrive area where it would be.
Damn it.
Okay.
So it's quite possible that this ship only has its sublight drives and backup hyperdrive available.
You're determined to stop me from getting my ship working, aren't you, Al?
Is there any point me doing a perception check in this room at the moment?
Yes,
Have a
go on.
look around anyway.
Yeah.
Go on then. We will have a perception
Assisting
check.
him.
We will have 2 yellow.
As
What?
assisting me as well.
Just 1 purple one. Go on. Right. You notice that there are 3 cargo pods that look to be containing glitter stim. They also appear to be rigged to explode, but the job is very sloppy. You should be able to disable it with an average mechanics check.
I could do mechanics. I haven't done it.
Right. Have we been spotted yet?
No, it doesn't appear to be. They appear to be in the cargo hold playing cards, from what you can probably tell, and the shouting and raucous noises coming from inside.
Let me guess. You want me and Standro here to do a flank attack, right?
I was thinking about it, but now
Yeah,
I'm
we
now I'm
can't
thinking we just bolt up the
we
bloody
need a-
ladder and go in there and slap them.
Wookie in front.
Yeah, I was going to suggest that.
Have you got out of your ship yet?
We're talking about what we're going to do first.
Right. There's no further details that can be seen from within your ship. You will have to leave your ship to see any more.
Cool up.
Do we just go in the front door or do we go in the side?
Well, Sandro's got really good stealth. I don't know what Asaka's got, but he's got Sandro's got 3 green and 2 blue. Is there any way that the bounty hunters could stealth it up there and get like really sneaky and do an attack that way, and then the rest of us come in? to help.
Because could
We
try.
could very easily flank them for you.
Why don't we do that then instead of like the Wookiee running in all house blazing and getting told off for cutting a man in half?
Because
Oh,
it's
no, this one we want you to.
Right.
Yes.
Okay, fine.
Basically, the bounty you've been offered by Lee here is kill them all.
Give the
Wookiee.
double staff an alarm.
I vote.
Does he want any evidence that we kill them all? Because how big a bang is that thing going to make?
He wants proof.
Oh.
Okay, fine. Right. So,
It's,
Dom,
it's,
what were you
it's,
saying,
it's,
Jess?
it's standard bounty hunter practice to provide proof that you've killed someone. It's also standard Black Sun to take trophies. So
Get the
Take
heads.
fingers.
I vote for the carpet fastball.
Carpet fast.
Oh, a bit fastball.
Fastball special.
Sorry, Larrick.
No, that's fine. So should I? Oh, just
It's going to bowl her down.
We haven't left the ship yet, remember, people.
as you emerge from your ship, one of the
I'll
details
do a
you
perception
notice.
check.
Now, you don't need to do a perception check. I'm just going to tell you this. What you notice is underslung on the piloting position of the freighter is a heavy blaster cannon that could be operated from the pilot's seat to rake people approaching the ship. There's no one currently in the piloting seat. However, you do notice that this position is there.
Go on then.
Far
I'll
away is the ship.
it that way.
The ship is at medium range across the cavern from you at the moment.
Where are the people sitting? Like,
They're inside. They're up in the cargo hold. It sounds like they're having a drinking game or
oh, so
playing
we've got to
cards or
get.
something.
Can I make a suggestion?
Go on
A
then.
couple of
Right.
stealth in there, keep them caught, and then the Wookiee can come in afterwards.
Yeah, that's what I'm
Next
thinking.
one.
Yeah.
Have we got any stun grenades left?
Who had them?
Bonks. I think it was the droid.
Yeah, we got rid of him.
Yeah, it was the droid. I think it was the droid.
Damn droid. So
And a
who's
sec.
gonna go and shoot them? Well, I run up and get ready to smash them.
Can I turn my comms
I've got
scrambler
two
on,
green
please?
stealth, so I can try and stealth across. So can the
Right, let's have some stealth checks then. Who's doing stealth? Hands up.
I will.
Right, we will start with Standro.
3 green, 3 blues.
3 green, 3 blue, and 3 purple.
Stealth.
Dun, 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 dun. Ow, balls.
Ooh.
Right.
Let me guess. He sounds like a brass band.
Right.
I think that's
He's neither being stealthy nor unstealthy at the moment. Who's next?
So he's just walking across.
Jamie. Jamie.
4 greens, 1 blue.
4 green, 1 blue, 3 purple.
Jamie sounds like a diplodocus tap dancing in bins.
I could try out with my 3 green and see.
That's the same. Yeah. Jamie is also not being stealthy or loud. Who's next?
Okay.
Certainly
I'll
not
try
like
with
last time where I just phased out of existence.
They are tiptoeing along with
Next hero.
Morris dancing bells on their legs.
Yes.
Doing the famous Scooby-Doo stuff.
Luckily, no one inside the
well,
ship
like
has
doing
noticed you
bells.
as yet.
God
Are you
help
going,
if they do a perception check.
They've got no reason to suspect anyone's coming at the minute. So far so good. Is there anyone else going to try for a stealth?
I'm just going to suggest, gentlemen, that we do the famous light brigade maneuver and just bloody run over there.
Yeah, I was thinking it's.
Well, we're currently walking casually.
watching
Oh,
watching our 2 sneakies currently doing the Viennese
anti-
waltz across the
Okay.
across the flight across the landing bay. I think maybe we just
Al, I'm
change
going
our
to-
tactics for a moment.
I'm going to walk over
run
there,
up to
Al.
the
I'm going
area.
to walk over there, nice and calmly, without making too much noise, and just look where I'm putting my feet, and
Okay,
walk up the
fine.
bloody gangway.
So you
Yeah,
walk
I'll
up the,
join.
and at the last minute, one of them looks up and shouts, "Oi!" and
Draw.
points at you, and it all kicks off. So
Quick
top
draw.
of the list is Eli. Then we have Lauric.
Go and get him.
Then we'll have Marcus.
Oh, dear God.
Then Sebrava. Then we'll have Bandin Debar.
Is there any cover?
Average cover. You could get away with saying you're jumping into cover. Then we will have. Oh, let's have a look. Pick a colour, Jamie. Red or yellow?
Yellow.
You're yellow, right? Jamie is next. Then it is the second mate of the ship. Then it's Standro. Then it's the 3 Gamorrean guards that they were playing cards with. That's it. That's everyone. So, Eli, what are you going to do? You've obviously quick drawed, so you have 3 maneuvers remaining.
I'm going to jump into cover and shoot the guy that's just pointed at me.
You're in the cover. So you're shooting at the second mate. So you're at close range. And Eli, 2 yellow, 1 green.
I thought it was
purple.
more than that. I thought ranged, 2 yellow, 1 green.
That is a hit with your heavy blaster. So you cause. What soak have I given him? Second mate. Soak of 5. Your blaster. Heavy blaster pistol. Oh, and I need to bring up your specific heavy blaster pistol because you modified it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
5.
It's 5, isn't it? Sword. Oh no.
No,
Seven.
that's 5 anyway.
Sword.
7.
Yeah, it's
7 damage. Yeah, 7 damage caused. Yeah. Yeah, so you 7 damage caused to him. That's half of his hit points gone.
I shoot again, can I?
Yes, you've got 1 action left.
Shoot
So
him
you can
again.
shoot him again. Roll the same dice again. Yep.
Am I between him and the bridge?
No, the bridge is off. You're coming up the ramp. There in the cargo area. There's a passageway going up to the bridge. Yes, that's a hit. That's a big hit. It is a good hit. 7, 8. 7, 8. 8 points of damage. Minus his soak. 3 points of damage. So 4 hit points left on him. Our next person is Lauric.
Can
You're
I?
You're at short range at the moment. Are you drawing the beast?
Yes, please. And I'm going to then shoot at the closest person. Well, at them in general.
Ranged heavy.
It's just 3 green.
3 greens. 3 greens and 2.
Uh,
You're only going in the party bigger than mine.
No, this is her
Bowcaster.
bowcaster.
Oh.
Oh, that hit. Yeah. Yeah, you hit there. 10 points of damage caused, and it knocks her down. You blow away one of the Gamorrean guards. Gamorrean guard dead. He's just blasted. He's blasted against the back wall. You have 1 maneuver left. Do you wish to take cover, or
Can
Someone
I advance closer to see what's going on?
if you advance closer, you're at engaged range with them. You'd literally point blank.
Cover, please do.
Okay.
Or you
Shoot
could
him again.
Or you could step into cover, or you could fire again. At the minute, you're sort of like silhouetted yourself in the doorway, and you've blasted one of them against the wall.
Well,
maybe get out the doorway so the rest of us can shoot.
Move into cover so you're not in the way of other people shooting, please.
yeah, we'll do that.
Okay, so you
We'll
step
move
into cover,
so
okay.
that'd be nice.
Right, next is
I would like to.
Marcus.
Kyle.
Right. Just clarify for me. The heavy blaster
That you have,
underneath the cockpit.
yes.
Yeah. is can that turn and point at anyone if any of the bad guys get to the pilot
Yes.
seat?
Yes, it could be at the moment.
Right. Can I get myself as close to that pilot seat as possible
Right.
with the vibro sword out?
With your 4 maneuvers, what I will allow you to do is scramble up the side of the ship, and you're on top. You're on top of the plexiglass now with your sword out, above where the pilot seat is.
Roger.
Happy with that?
Yep.
Right. So that is that. Next, Sabrava.
Can I still see the heavy blaster from where I am?
Yes,
And
you're,
would, my heavy would my heavy blaster pistol damage it?
I'd rather you didn't.
You
Because
could
it might be nice
try.
if we could fit it to ours.
You could try, but I mean, it's at the minute it's kind of redundant. There's no one can operate it. It would take them their entire move to get into the bridge, and you have now someone that will act before them on top of the bridge.
Okay, so I'll move into cover and I'll shoot at the first person I can see.
Yeah, I'm
Right.
in.
You can see one of the Gamorreans, 2 yellows, 1 green, 2 purple.
Sorry, guys. I'm having technical difficulties with my cat.
You can get cream for that.
He hits.
I can't wait for the description.
He hits. What have
Ash.
Have you modified your pistol? Are you using your heavy blaster pistol? Yes, Rich.
Yeah.
7. Hang on a sec. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 3 is 7 points of damage. You kill the second Gamorrean.
Nice.
Kill.
Shoot him in the head.
Yeah, I've got one more action.
You have 1 more action.
I'll shoot again at the next person I can see.
Right, and 1 more purple on that one. Yeah, this is shooting at the second mate. Yep. That cancels out that and that. Right, you miss. However, what you do is hit a pipe just above them and cause a massive gush of steam into the group, disorientating all the bad guys. So they now all have a deficit to any attacks they cause against the rest of you.
Nice. Which is what he was aiming at, wasn't it?
Bandin Debar draws his blaster pistol.
So how badly have I been shot?
You're about to be shot really badly.
He takes. He's slightly disoriented. So his choices of shot. The 2 people he can sort of silhouette out at the minute is Eli and
Wookie.
Loeric. Pick a colour. Eli.
Yellow.
Red. Yellow. Evens. Let's try that again. Evens. Red. He shoots at the Wookiee. He has 3 and 3. Sorry.
Oh God.
What is the cat's name?
This is Mittens.
It's Mittens.
Yeah, it's my mum's cat. Jim and Jake are outside.
He hits the Wookiee with his heavy blaster pistol. 7.
Oh, you sobs.
Wookiee soak.
Just makes the Wookiee worse.
So 3 points of damage to Loeric.
Means can you not press buttons on the iPad?
Right. He then steps into cover himself and ducks down. He's ducked down behind it. He's pulled over the table that they were gambling on, spilling credits everywhere, and he's ducked down behind it.
Any credits?
Oscara. Oscara? Oscara.
How many people left?
There are 2. There's 3. 2 you can see. The leader has ducked behind a table.
I give the other two a good hosing then.
Okay, so we're going for the big guns. 3 yellow, 1 green, 2. You've got a targeting thing, so I'm not even going to give you 1 blue as well because he's got his helmet on. Go. That cancels out that. One of those cancels out. So 3. It's +3 damage. And a sec. Scara. Equipment. Stupid cannon. 10. So that's 13. 3 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have scored a critical hit on one of them. We're going to say it's the second mate you've hit.
Do you remember I do +10 damage from crits from my blooming lethal blows thing?
Yes, so that's 23 damage. He vaporizes.
Pair of smoking boots left sat on the deck.
Yeah. In fact, can we have a spaceship shooting there, please? Yeah. Yes.
Try
The
not to
second one.
vaporize them.
Yes, he's vaporized him. What's your other maneuvers?
The second one's getting a full burst as well.
Right.
Try not to vaporize him. We might need to hand them in as bounties.
3, that, and 3 purple this time.
We'll worry about
Also
that
need
when
to
we're
hand
not
him.
getting killed.
Sandra, you changed.
What?
Because
Oh, because I've got Fluffy.
yeah.
You missed your second shot.
Oh.
You hit a pipe outside the ship, hosing everybody outside in a big haze of smoke, making it more difficult for them to attack.
Thanks.
Jamie.
I duck into cover.
Who's next? He's dead. He's just been wiped out. He's been Standro.
Can I run and jump over the table that the guy's hiding behind and
You
stab a
can.
sword?
That is 2 maneuvers, and you're going for a melee attack then. So let's have a look.
I mean, it's being brave.
Oh, I
2
can't
green.
shoot now. There's a haze of smoke everywhere.
2 green. 2 purple.
I mean, it's probably going to hit me. back.
And blue. Yes. Blue.
You see now she's fallen asleep.
Oh, well done. Vibro sword. Let's just check this out.
Stabbing.
Good. So
Pins him
4,
to the deck.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 points of damage. Take 1 off his soak as well. So his soak's only 4. So 6 points of damage caused to him.
Oh, did I not kill him?
He's down to 10 and he's bleeding. So he will suffer 1 point of damage on his next turn if he makes it to his next turn. Who's next? The Gamorrean picks up his axe and takes a swing at Sandro. So he has 2 green,
Oh my God,
2 purple, and a black.
Did warn you about it. Yeah. What's up, Mittens? You're never this loving.
He still hits you. 4. Right, he's just got a normal axe though. Hang on a sec.
The more into the pig-looking things, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
Things that always have an axe.
Yeah.
Yes. Hang on a sec. Let's just go. Oh, just trying to find the damage that it causes. Oh, sorry guys. We're running out of time. I'll use that. So he gets 2, 3, 4 points of damage. What's your soak?
My soak is.
3. So he only causes 1 point of damage.
That's right.
So 1 point of damage to Sandro. And then we're back to the top of the list.
I'm just going to unload at the guy that's just shot at Sandra.
Right.
So
So
however many shots I can fire.
right, you get.
Don't
You
shoot me.
have 3 shots. 2 yellow. 2 yellow, 1 green, 2 purple, 1 black.
Also, I've got that scanner thing on the thing so that the smoke doesn't affect the shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got some of that.
1 black.
I was just
Yeah.
thinking.
Yeah.
Well, then.
You're getting a deficit dice because you're shooting into a melee.
Yeah, that's going.
Right, you hit the Gamorrean, not causing any damage though, but causing him to spin around. So his back is now to Sandro.
I'll shoot again.
You're shooting him again, all the same dice.
Yeah.
You miss.
And again.
3rd shot, same again. This time he hits 7, 8, 9, 10. Minus his soak, which is 3, so 7 points of damage to that Gamorrean. Dead. He kills the Gamorrean.
Of course I do, because I'm nails.
And who's next on our list? Lauric.
Pinch my guy.
Shoot the guy as well, please.
Right, the bloke is behind a table from you, so what you need to do is
Oh,
step
is he?
around. You can step around the table and shoot him.
Oh,
Shouting at the Wookiee, keep his head intact.
Right,
okay,
so the
fine.
Wookiee is... Okay,
Can
the
I,
Wookiee...
can I just go into a brawl then and use my my
Axe.
shot gloves because I'm not allowed to keep the head. like,
Okay,
like-
roll
okay.
one yellow,
Yeah,
3 greens,
my gloves are on kill.
3 purple. Throw that.
And I'll punch him.
You hit him. You hit him with the shock gloves. And I say, shock gloves. Why are they not there? I'm in the wrong person.
Excuse me.
Shock gloves, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3. 9 points of damage. 9 points of damage minus his 4 soaks, so 5 points of damage. Down to 5. Who's next on our list?
Can
Marcus.
you take a point of damage as well this round?
Mark. We haven't got to him yet, so he will take a point of damage when we get to him. It's Marcus next.
Right. Obviously, no. There's only one left, isn't there?
Yes, there is.
Can I get to him and split him in two? Hurt him.
You're on top of the ship, so what you
No,
can do is you
probably
can
not.
use 3 of your movements to pry open the cockpit from the outside, and
Right.
then drop in. So you're at the top of the stairs, looking down onto the arena for your next turn.
Okay, that'll do.
Yeah. No, he doesn't need to roll anything. Sebrava.
Well,
where
my
you're-
melee ain't that good.
Yeah, from where you're standing, there's a lot of bodies and stuff between you and this bloke.
I'll head towards the cockpit as well.
You
so
head
that
up
there's
towards-
two of us, just in case he manages to get past the Wookiee and modern things, there's two of
Okay.
us there to stop him getting.
Okay, fine. So he moves up. It is now Bandin's turn, so he takes 1 point of damage straight away. Down to 4. He is going to take a swing, so 2 greens. Anisette, let's figure out who he's going to hit at. We'll roll a red and a yellow. Pick a colour, Lauric. Red for the Wookiee. He swings for Sandro. So two green, 2 purple, and a black.
Alright, he's going to be decent at this time.
He's a.
Medipack.
You managed to block his blow.
You
As
block
he's
him?
swinging it. You parry his blow with your sword. Next is Osaka. Oscara.
No.
I can't see him from where I am, can I?
There's a big mass of bodies and stuff in between you and what you could try and take a shot, but it wouldn't be a very clean one.
Yeah.
I'll just slice it.
Just stay
I'll
there,
just
mate.
move up into the ship and get ready just in case something happens.
Okay. Sandro, what are you doing?
I'm going to slice him.
Right, so two
Finish
is
up
it two green? Yeah, two green,
Yellow.
two purple, and a blue.
No, it's a new weapon. isn't it?
Oh yes, you hit him. You hit him. Good. Plus 2 damage, so 4, 5, 6, 7. You critically hit him. 7, 14. Yeah, you kill him. He dead.
He did.
You slice him up the back with an upwards blow, and he drops down with his spinal cord exposed on the floor.
No one can moan at me for falling in parts now.
Yeah.
He's still in one piece, sort of.
Ish.
Gone.
Let's-
Gaping hole in his back.
Close enough.
Let's get them scanned down.
Right.
And I'll...
So, apart from when you scan them, apart from the bounties that you already know about that you can claim from in system, there is another bounty in Kessel. They have placed. Let me see. A administrator on Kessel has placed a bounty on Derbar of 3,000 credits, dead, and 5,000 alive.
Oopsie.
So he's offering 3,000 credits for the corpse.
We're out to what? 8,000 all in when we get to Kessel?
Yeah,
That'll
that
be
was
10,000 when we get to Kessel.
yeah, 10,000 all in at Kessel.
Did they actually say the body, or they just want to scan?
Scan will
And,
do. Proof of death, or him alive.
So we've got we can prove death. So
Scan him.
There is also another bounty on him,
Okay.
Uh-huh.
but you can only claim one or the other, either the Kessel or this other one. The other bounty is at Sletheron. Sletheron. It's an easily accessed from the Formos Parabol hyperlane. It's an industrial world and port servicing numerous urban areas. It's also a good place to drop off illegal drugs and sell them.
that's where we're going.
What do we have?
It is run by Hut. It is run by Hut Kingpins.
Okay, maybe not.
Witch huts.
We'll be all right.
Okay, so that's your options there. So as you search,
Where? The one run by the hut.
that is
Yeah, how much is the bounty on them?
All right, guys.
they are offering 5,000 dead and 10,000 alive. The huts.
5,000.
Right,
might-
so you have taken over the place. The ship on inspection is unflyable.
Can I
Working.
access the computer, see if there's any data worth taking?
Now there's no data worth taking. The charts you got from the droid are of a lot better quality. That's obviously why they stole the droid.
Any parts
I'm
we can
gonna
salvage?
strip down their armory.
Again, nothing worth taking. It is empty. It looks as if he was waiting for supplies to be brought up by the guys that you killed at the base.
Have you
Yeah,
got
The
but-
turret thing on the ship.
What the blaster turret? You can remove that heavy blaster if you wish and mount it to your own ship.
Well, that's obviously going to happen.
We will have a medium mechanics check. So who's going to do the work?
I can do mechanics.
Yeah, I'll do it.
That's you, isn't it?
I've got one yellow, one green. If that helps anyone.
3
If we
green.
both do it,
Yeah,
Right,
all
I'll
of
be
this.
on the
We'll
window.
both
You're all
do
going to pitch in. Right, what I'm going to give you for that then, for you're all pitching in, is 2 yellows, 1 green, and you're rolling against 3 purple. That's it.
And then I've got to do it. Then I've got to do mechanics checks. We've also got to do mechanics checks to disarm the bombs on those other straits of drugs.
You fail to install the blaster, but you don't damage anything, so you've still got a mountable piece of equipment, but it would cost you to get it mounted now.
Yeah, that'll work. I'll find with that.
So that's
Yeah.
fine. You're going to do a
Yeah.
mechanics check. So take the dice away. We're going to do this one at a time. You can only get one person to a crate at a time, so there's no assisting with this. Who's doing the first crate?
Wait a second. Before we start diffusing these things, right? We'll setting one of these things off. Set off those creatures.
Quite possibly.
Right.
Most definitely.
Let's get everything we need to packed up first. Right.
Of
'Cause
course.
These are nice to have.
Right. There's nothing else. It's like I say. It's what did we say it was? Was it glitter stim?
Yeah.
Yes, glitter stim. So there's 3 cases of glitter stim. Right. A case of glitter stim contains 100 doses, and 100 doses is worth 5,000 credits.
We probably should get them onto the ship.
So you're
Yeah,
going to
we've
try
got
and who's right? You've got 3 bombs to disarm. Who's going to have a go at one?
I'll have a go.
I'm
Is it, what is
assuming
it
I've done
mechanics you need, or
I'm assuming I've done
Mechanics skill, yeah.
perception
I
of
don't mind
smuggler
doing
checks and
one.
stuff
Yeah.
to make sure nothing else is hidden.
Yeah.
Right, right. You can take it. You can take your choices here. You can either do a mechanics check, which is a medium mechanics check, or you can do a skullduggery check, which is a medium skullduggery check. I will
Hold
let
on a
you
second.
choose.
Let me see
So-
what my skullduggery is.
I'll
My
do a
skull-
mechanics because
My skullduggery
that's higher than my skullduggery.
is a yellow, 2 greens and 2 black squares.
1 yellow, 1 green, and 2 purple. First, this is Rich. Sabrava. Sabrava fails to disarm the drugs, and they are destroyed in the crate that he's working on.
I can do
Yep.
one if you want us.
I'll do it as a skullduggery. That's one yellow, 2 greens, and 2 blacks.
No, it's 2 not blacks, so just 2
Yeah.
purples. You successfully open the case, and when you do it, for some reason, the 3rd case disarms itself as well.
Nice.
That's why. I just give it a good fonzing too.
So you've managed to salvage 200 doses of glitter stim.
Like 10 grand's worth. Not bad.
Yes, 10 grand's worth.
Plus, we've got the 600 doses of the other stuff, which we can sell as well.
Right.
So,
Pack
I
up.
take it you're heading back to the planet.
Right, okay.
I'm
Al,
guessing there's
before we-
nothing. Oh,
Yeah,
sorry.
go
I was
on.
going to say,
Sorry.
perception check. Is there anything else worth taking on the ship?
There's nothing else worth taking.
Is there any way we can take the TIE fighter?
Yeah.
I was just thinking about
on inspection of the TIE fighter, you could take it. However, it has no hyperdrive. It only has sublight engines.
Is there any way we can sell the TIE fighter back on the planet?
Not really. This type of prototype. It's a very basic prototype. Let's have a quick look at this thing. I'll give you a description of it.
Do we fit a hyperdrive to it?
No,
So-
TIE fighters can't have hyperdrives.
So the Z-tie, it's colloquially known as an ugly tie. It's an amalgamation of salvaged snub fighter parts to form a single starfighter. It's a cross between a Z-95 Headhunter and a TIE fighter.
Is
so
there
it-
anything we can salvage off it?
no, there's if this thing had attacked you, you'd have hit it once and it would have fallen apart.
It's Frankenship.
Yeah,
Yeah, not worth it.
it's not worth it. So
Yes, back to the system.
back to the system. So you fly uneventfully through the system and back to the planet. Yes. Upon arrival, there's no formalities of anything at the docks here. You see the smugglers that you saw earlier unloading another load of crates onto a truck that speeds off to another ship in the port, and head back to the cantina. At the cantina, you're welcomed by Lee, who ushers you all to sit down. Says, "Right, very well done, and here are the credits." Slides them across the table.
Yeah.
Yeah, all the credits are there for the total, which is a total of Marcus.
35,000. So 50,000.
45, wasn't it? All in.
55.
5 all in, isn't it?
45,000 because you've brought the astromech droid as well.
Okay.
You see the Rhodian girl is at the bar.
I was going to say, I was going to go and tell her about her brother.
But
Yeah.
she seems she's upset that she's lost her brother, but she's very grateful to have got closure. She says, if you ever happen to be near Rhodia again, don't hesitate to call on me. My family is well connected on the planet. I owe you a massive favor for this. Thank you very much. You can do what you wish with the astromech droid. I do not want it back.
Can we keep the astromech droid? Will it improve our astrogation?
Well,
I
no.
thought he wanted the astromech droid for 10,000.
Lee wanted it for 10,000.
So are we not selling it to Lee
We've
for
got the
10,000?
data, haven't we?
Hold on a second, right? Can the astromech droid augment our astrogation skills?
Hang on a second.
Because there's all very well having 10,000 credits, but if we can get out of trouble faster.
And remembering we have a second ship, and if it can navigate for the second ship, that will make life easier.
He is as good as a chocolate teapot, really. If he's doing the Kessel run, he's good. Other than that, useless.
Okay, then give him to
Sell
Lee.
it to, yeah, sell it to
That's
Lee.
on the Lee then.
So sell him to Lee for the. So that's your 45,000 credits.
Yeah.
How do you wish to divvy that up?
That's the thing. I'm currently in my pocket, and we'll divvy it up when we get to the ship.
Okay, fair enough. The
Are we gonna-
Rhodian girl gives Standro the 5,000 credits she promised for information on her brother.
Yeah.
So
That's
Standro,
that's money individually earned. I'm fine with
Yeah.
that.
Standro gets 5,000 credits.
Are we going to try and sell any of these drugs to Lee, or we heading? Because that's what we've got.
Lee turns out and says, "I understand you acquired some drugs. At the moment, I do not need any more for my supplies. I wouldn't take them to Castle.
Let's go to
Yeah.
Slaheron.
Yeah, will do.
Kessel, you wouldn't get a good price from that. They manufacture the stuff there. So Slatheron is a good bet. Or what was the other place? I believe you picked up some bounties. If my informants are correct. Bespin could be a good sales place, and so could
Slatheron.
No, what was the name of the other place? There was another place.
Slatheron.
No, there wasn't. No, for the other bounty.
No,
Yeah.
the other bounty was Kessel.
There was.
The two things.
One was Kessel. Yeah. One was
There's the
Kessel.
Black Sun bounty.
Oh, Dera.
Terror.
Bespin or Dera would be good selling places. Dera less likely to be a selling place. So for my part in this, I'd say take your wares to Bespin or to Slathera.
If we go to Slathera, we've got the other bounty we can get as well.
Yeah.
We've got to be really careful because it's the huts.
And
No,
Eli will
well,
irritate them with his presence.
No, we're good with the huts.
Your hollow communicator crackles to life.
Yep.
And there is an image of a shadowy figure sitting on a throne, looking at you from it. Appears to be Alexander.
Oh.
I see you have completed my tasks in that system. So I have withdrawn the cruisers from Siskine. That is your system to run, and you will answer to me if there's anything I do not like in that system.
We have some.
I leave you now to carry on with your own endeavours for a while. I will be in contact again soon.
Okay.
The transmission terminates.
Yeah. speaking of transmission terminating, it's now midnight here.
Yeah.
And I suggest that we. I'm not going to keep the money. We'll divide the money up evenly. But I suspect it would be a good idea if we divided the money up after we'd sold the drugs as well.
Yeah, let's get everything into a pot and then
Yeah.
split the pot.
And got the other bounties from Kessel. So, questions from me is, what is our next step? We can either go Slither on, which we've got a 5,000 bounty, and sell the drugs.
Yeah.
I would suggest that rather than Bespin, because there is that £5,000 bounty, rather than going Bespin to sell the drugs and let's place the bounty.
Yeah.
You
There
have.
were also bounties on Bespin, though.
There's
Yeah,
a
no,
bounty.
we need.
There's a bounty
Yeah,
to
we-
chase down on Bespin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's about to chase down on Bespin.
Yes. We go Slither on, get rid of the drugs, get the
Then
one
Kessel.
bounty. Go get the Kessel, we needed 2 cats first.
Okay.
So we can go get the 2 cats, then
Right.
Kessel, collect the other 7,000 bounty.
Basically,
What
guys, hang on a second. What I want to know for the next event is where are you going to head to next? So your options are you can go back to your own base, for starters. You can go to Sletheron. You could go to Kessel, or you could go to Devra.
I'm gonna fly the ship to Sletheron, and everyone else wants to go anywhere else they can walk. Because I'm planning to go there and sell the drugs.
Yep, and we've got a bounty to collect there as well.
The main reason, the reason I'm doing
The
that
short
is-
hop.
yeah, the reason I'm doing that
Sletheron-
is the less time we have illegal substances on the ship, the better.
Right, Sletheron.
Are the illegal substance on our ship?
Right, I will give you a bit of information on Sletheron. It is an industrial world. You are likely able to find starship parts there quite easily as well.
We need to patch up the ship as well, don't we?
Yeah, there's a load we need to do.
So,
And
the ship-
still got that
the ship's
other
a reasonably
stuff
good nick,
back
actually.
in base, haven't we, Rich? That we were searching.
Yeah,
Like-
and my thing is, as I still want to be able to get a hyperdrive for my ship.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I would like to fix up the ship that I kind of stole in season 1.
Which one's that one?
I think that's the one he's trying to repair.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
what he's trying to repair.
Yeah, the one that we kind of took the
Yes.
pilot with together.
Is everybody happy with that then?
yes.
Me and Loki, we need to have a chat because I thought that ship was mine.
No, I just wasn't sure what was going on with it.
Yeah.
Because we're still looking at other things in them tunnels as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to start the astrogation for Sleheron.
Right, okay, so you're heading to Sleheron for your next for your next thing.
You're all heading to Sleher unless you're walking somewhere.
Well, yeah, quite.
Right.
I can't go anymore.
It's when we get to Sleheron, there is the option. There is transport shuttles that can take people other places if people wish to do other things. We will discuss that in your downtimes.
Mhm.
Okay, so basically, the jump to Sleheron takes you about 7 or 8 hours. So, yeah, there's not much. There's no time for anything else. You will get an XP spend for the kill and bounty collection and completion of the missions. There is going to be 30 XP per person.
No, we're going to spend that anyway.
Yeah, I know what
Okay.
I'm spending that on.
All right, we're
Okay,
going to say.
guys, I'm going to tap out now.
Okay, see you all later.
later.
Thank you very much. I hope you enjoyed yourselves.
Okay,
Right.
love and hugs.
Yes, I'm.
Next
See you
session's
later.
what? 2nd November?
Yeah, 4 weeks from now, so 2nd of November.
Okay, see you on my birthday.
See you then.
Cool.
Bye for now.
See you later, guys.
Catch you later, guys.
Cheers, Al. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers, mate.
Have a
Cheers,
good
Al.
night, guys.
Cheers,
Bye.
Cheryl.
Cheers, Cheryl.